and with a push of a button. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Legends of Arcadia Genesis. We are back with some more exploring. I am glad to have you four with me. I'm a little concerned
I think you named
about
the wrong show, Greg.
Yep.
Did
this
I?
Is not Legends
Hey,
of
I'm a
Arcadia
legend,
Genesis.
okay?
It's Legends of Arcadia. All right, well, okay, so your
Sorry,
friend...
we're playing a different game.
Yeah, all right. You thought you were here for Land Beyond the Mist, but actually, we are continuing Legends of Arcadia Genesis now. We are hunting the Lich Drexel. Welcome, everyone, to Land Beyond the Mist. I promise you that we're out here to explore. God, this is what happens when you take a break. All your mental faculties just disappear. Anyway,
Hey, Greg.
Yes.
I cast Spark Shower.
Nice. All right. You do 1 damage.
Yep.
And now the creature is pissed off. Actually, you've enraged it.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yes. Alrighty. Well, before we just dive into it and I can make even more mistakes, why don't we start this off the way we normally do by going around the table and introducing ourselves and who we're playing for the lovely people at home. So, I'm just going to go around as I see it in my Discord call. So, John, why don't you start us off, in case anyone doesn't know who you're playing. Why don't you give a little introduction?
I'm the man and character you love to hate. I am John, Dungeon Master. I am here to play Creature, who's currently having a flashback of his own childhood right now.
Oh.
When his hag mother mom, or spawner, gave birth to him and just let him go into a field somewhere to get carried off by wolves and snakes and spiders. But right now, Greg, I'm more interested in my party.
Well, good. So am I now, because I don't want to know anything about a spawner and wolves and snakes and spiders coming out of it. That is more than I need. So,
Hags, man. What can I say?
pivoting away from whatever weird Dragon Age shit's going on over there. Nick, welcome back to Land Beyond the Mist, not Legends of Arcadia Genesis. It's good to have you playing your own character this time. Who have you brought to the table?
Yes, so thanks for having me. I'm Apollo Nick, everybody. I will be playing Paisley, a level 3 Paladin of Vengeance. Paisley is a human. He is just like the most disheveled looking paladin you've ever seen. His hair is just wiry and in all directions. His beard, very unkempt. He met the party in the tavern, came in, his gear slung over his shoulder. He's just got a big beer belly. He's just got a big beer belly. He is not taking care of himself, and he is quite off-putting. He is a man who looks very rugged and worn down, and someone who he fought in a war once. Before retiring, and so it really shows. His skin is sagging. He looks like someone who has had muscle but doesn't quite have as much muscle now, and he's just a very intense person, and he comes to the Land Beyond the Mist looking for his husband, who has been kidnapped tragically. And Paisley discovered this when he found a note explaining Paisley's flaws from his husband, and explaining that his husband left him. But of course, that can't be true.
Oh no!
Like that's insane.
No way.
That would never happen. So someone has kidnapped his husband, and he is here to find out who that was or what that was. Bring wrath upon them and get his man back.
Excellent. Well, I am thrilled to see that play out Beyond the Mist. I'm excited. This is great.
Me too.
Welcome. I am glad to have you back once again. So that brings us over to Coffee. Welcome back. Good to have you. Why don't you introduce Ranwaren for us in case we've forgotten?
I have Ranwaren Shadowbane, a light cleric. He did the old handshake with Paisley of like, we've been in wars together. We're like military men. What's up? What's up, bro? And he is here to avenge the death or find out what happened to his good buddy, Meat. So that was, what his goal was. And then he's paired up with Creature now, who he thinks he can convince to see the light, and will continue on his path with Creature.
All right. Excellent. Another one.
Was a Crotch Goblin?
I'm sorry, what?
He's the Crotch Goblin, our compatriot, the Crotch Goblin.
I see.
I'm something, man. I am something.
Well, I'm excited to see you once again brave the mists. Last but certainly not least, we have Shadow returning once again. In case anyone doesn't know Murdoch, please give us a little introduction.
Hi, I'm Shadow. Shadow054 in Discord, Scarlet Shadow in Twitch. I'll be playing Murdoch today. Murdoch is a haggard old outdoorsman. He was a healer in his village, and then his village got ransacked by something. He figured it was goblins, but there are no goblins beyond the mist, but he went searching for whoever destroyed the people in his village. He has come to the mist in an attempt to heal and save other people, but over the course of several adventures into the mist, maybe Murdoch's ideas are changing. It's hard to save people out here. People like to die out here. And so Murdoch has turned a little bit more into a ranger, a little bit more into a scout, a little bit more into just a little bit of everything. And he is out for vengeance because the last time he was out, he got chased away by Serpentor the Hydra. Matter of fact, his team got bitched pretty hard by Serpentor the Hydra. And I don't know, his pride's tickled a little bit, and he thinks he's found a group of people who might be able to fix this problem. Creature,
Right.
who's just crazy enough to do stuff. Paisley, who either smart enough or dumb enough or crazy enough to be able to stand in front of this Hydra. It's probably two of the three. We don't know which two of the three it is, so we're going to have to find out. And then Ram Warren, well, he's here because we need his holy light and his protection. So we're going to have to
Excellent.
see how this adventure develops.
I am looking forward to it. All right, so these are our 4 players. They have come together in the tavern and sit around the great oaken table discussing, as we all know now, how they're going to deal with this Hydra. So, tell me, before you embark towards Serpentor's lair, what, if any, preparations would you like to take care of in town?
First off, I'm taking over, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta, 1, get the spell book, stab it into the table. And we're leaving it there until we come back, okay?
Okay.
That's staying put.
You don't have to do that every time I look at creature.
I take another knife and stab it again.
Fair.
There
Now
is
2 pages stabbed, okay?
a violent gesture for violent intent.
We're doing it! It's time! But of course, then I have a flashback of when I spent money to make, do you remember the dinosaur heads, Greg?
I do.
Yeah, I want to turn those into gloves, if possible, for a little thing that I may have planned, may have prepared, just a little something.
Okay, all right. What purpose do you find for these gloves?
I need them to be able to be of such quality they can hold an enchantment. Which
Looking for
I understand.
enchanted gloves. All right.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Okay, well, definitely the heads of vicious beasts of definitely non-mundane origins from beyond the mist are great assets to any good, leather worker. He can boil them down and begin to work with a great deal of, exuberance, as he has this kind of strange and outlandish material to work with for the first time. And he will create for you the leather gloves. They will cost you 5 GP in total. But they can be considered a fine, even masterwork of leather. They hold no special quality at the moment, but could very easily hold enchantment and show the supple ridges of the dinosaur monster leather, complete with glimmering scales upon them as they are worn.
Out of curiosity, is this like finger gloves or like hand puppets with like the jaw flaps doing their own
Which
thing?
would you prefer, creature?
Whichever discuss you personally?
Well, in that case, they're normal gloves, except for the index finger on each hand is just randomly fingerless. Like, I don't know
Nice.
why,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's just exposed
Perfect.
it.
This is where the tongue was supposed to go, but he couldn't figure out how to implement it. Perfect. All right, I've subtracted 5 gold. That's it from my flashback.
Okay.
I think that's all I need. Question mark?
I flash back and make 4 vials of holy water for
Excellent.
book price.
Yep, absolutely.
And then I'll mark that off as I am at the temple blessing my holy water.
Absolutely. The temple has all the accoutrement necessary, and you just spend the time and the resources to, whatever ritual it is that you do, bless that holy water. Excellent. Any other preparations, or are we ready to embark on this perilous quest?
I believe as a new character, I needed to do some exchanging with the party. Is that just kind of happening off screen, or do you want me to state that?
Bought human-sized splint mail on accident, like it was a joke by the blacksmith or something. And now, our boy, our new poor homeless man of a paladin, has splint mail.
So Ranwarren buys you some armor for your paladin. Absolutely, we can do this.
It's my war buddy. We got the handshake going.
Absolutely, yeah. The handshake. You knew this guy. I can trust him with armor money.
Very good. Yeah, I think as we're loading up in this flashback to head out, I'm definitely like dragging my stuff on my back and like on the floor. It's very heavy, and I am very meager.
Mm-hmm. There's just like a trail like through the town where your bag's just like pulling up like weeds and like cobblestones off the ground.
Yeah. And as soon as you're like, oh, I've got this splint armor, this would be way better for you, I just like ditch the chainmail. It's just laying like on the side of the road now. And now I'm dragging the splint armor. And
some little like street urchin picks up your chainmail like, one day.
Yes.
I believe in you, child.
And then I just let out a sigh of relief when I see Murdoch has a beast of burden that can carry all of this for me.
Yep.
Excellent.
I think you see Murdoch loading all kinds of shit on top of his donkey. I'd go over what I purchased, Greg, but I guarantee you I paid book price for it. There's a lot of shit there, so
I'm happy with that explanation.
I also have a horse. He barely has anything on him. It's the same horse who pulled the cart.
Mm-hmm.
He's just hanging out with me.
He's just hanging out now. All right.
Until he finds a gopher hole, and then he's gonna fuck off. That's what he's doing.
Sounds good. All right. With flashbacks and preparations complete, you head off out into the perilous mists. Your destination of choice, I believe, is Serpentor's lair. But before we do that, I want to know who among you will be acting as the party leader, at least for now. Yo, all right, creature. You valiantly lead the way out of town through the winding villages and roads and the safe kind of farmlands between the Farfield Keep and the Lizard Marsh. As you do so, please tell me what your chosen goal for the day of travel is and the pace that you wish to travel.
We're going fast, and I think are we stopping at the edge of the swamp? Is that what we planned? Or
Murdoch will speak up and say, no, if we're moving fast, we're definitely going to be in the swamp by the time we're done. I think the goal is to get through the fields quickly and to get a head start in our journey. Because we want to be at the Sunken Fort in 3 days.
Then that's what we're doing.
All right. You move at a fast pace directly into the swamp, heading towards, it sounds like, the Sunken Fort. So, give me a navigation check, please, at disadvantage for your fast pace. Your DC will be 10 for your first days of travel, as it is mostly through the easy, winding fields. Excellent. You succeed and navigate quickly and easily. A forced march at a quick pace, you get your companions quickly through the intervening 18 miles or so of safeness before the Lizard Marsh spreads out. Familiar tracts of land in front of you. Deep waters on either side with kind of rocky outcroppings jutting out of it. Ferns and vines and small swamp trees dot the area. You hear the buzzing of those mosquito-like sturges throughout the area. And it is growing colder now than the last time that you were out here. A nice frost seems to kind of alight on the tops of trees and the bits of ferns. The waters itself are biting cold when you have to forge your way through them. But nonetheless, you push on. So, let us see if you encounter anything. throughout.
That
your
was the
journey.
spot where Sherazad died. Got eaten by a toad. And that was where the serpent guy tried to jump our bones, but we got him first. Good times.
Sure enough.
That
Seasoned
hill-
warriors.
That hill right over there, that's where we killed the hag.
Oh, that's the same hill I killed a goblin at. Or threatened a goblin.
Sure
And in
enough.
the swamp too much.
It's a busy first day.
Sure enough, all of these things you do see along the way as you are pressing on. You are largely unmolested through most of the day as the last of the light is beginning to kind of bleed out of the sky. You're beginning to think that it is coming to time to make camp sooner rather than later. And it is Paisley, the large and in charge paladin, kind of bringing up the rear of the party. It's been a longer day, perhaps, than you've had in recent memory. When you spy to the west of the party, kind of deeper into the swamp, a strange thing on a rocky outcropping. In fact, there seems to be bodies. There are 6 of them, vaguely humanoid shaped, but they seem to be picked to the bone of any meat or flesh. Largely skeletons wearing kind of clothes and odd trappings, as far as you can tell from this distance. What do you make of this as you spy?
Paisley has seen war, so it's not uncommon. I think it doesn't faze him to see bodies here. And from the things he's heard about the mists from elsewhere, and now hearing like, oh, this is where the hag was. This is where the, I have some seasoned adventurers and explorers here. So I think I would call up to them, creature, Murdoch, you seem to be familiar with the denizens of the mists. What do you make of these bodies? What could have done this?
They're skeletons?
Yes.
Those aren't zombies.
No, they're corpses.
Wow.
Is there no
Tomato, potato.
Is there no rainbow-colored vulture that descends and picks bones completely clean that you've seen out here?
No. No. It's
I-
actually quite weird that there's a skeleton.
As soon as he says that, I instantly look up and scan the sky. Because I've seen very large vultures before, but not here in the swamp. Do I see anything, Greg?
As you scan the horizon, you look for the circling black shapes that you remember from the Howling Fields, but you do not find any above you at this moment.
And I think
Ramburn! Oh, sorry.
as Murdoch looks to the skies, I'm just like listing off like, it could be a serpent that comes out of bushes. It could be an ant that does the ground traps and like jumps out and leaves a corpse as bait for the next trap. It could be.
You've excited the old man, Ranwern. You can sense undead, right?
No, not so much, but we should give them a proper burial.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
You begin
We
to
approach.
deviate from your path, moving westwardly deeper into the swamp, the icy waters between you and these bodies digging into your weary legs at this point. As you crest the cliff, you find these bodies just largely in disarray, large kind of what would be wounds, like ripping through clothes and tattered pieces of leather upon them. Reminds you a little bit of seeing claws, or maybe large, sharp teeth, something along those lines. But without the flesh there, it's a little bit hard to tell for sure. It seems the bones themselves are not broken or shattered or eaten upon. There are no signs that the claws or teeth have reached the bones. In fact, they are in quite pristine condition. You set about trying to bury them. The swamp is quite easily penetrated by shovels or hands or swords, whatever you have to dig through it. And eventually, as the last of your light...
I have a shovel.
Perfect. Shovels come out. As the last of the light of your day kind of bleeds out away from you, you stand in a star-filled dark swamp, having recently buried these 6 bodies. So,
Is there any indication as we look them over? So that you said there's just tatters, but there's no other like indication as to who they might be.
You look upon them for any kind of insignia or banner or indication, and you find very little. What you do notice is that the make of the material is off. It's different. This isn't a leather worker that you are familiar with. This definitely does not come from Farfield Keep. If you have any expertise or training in leather working, you might be able to learn more, but you just from a cursory effect, this seems quite strange.
Okay, so an autopsy won't do it for me, boys. I don't think I can whodunit.
Did they happen to have anything in their pockets, Greg, as we were burying them?
Corpse robbing, a very honorable profession. Murdoch, you find amongst the corpses a grand total of 93 gold pieces, each of them individually stamped with a crown of blood.
Oh.
If I made a religion check, would I understand what the crown of blood is, or is this just something not seen outside of the mist?
Are you trained in religion?
I am.
You will know that this crown of blood is no iconography that you are familiar with. In fact, it has been of great discussion amongst the clerics and religious scholars that have returned from the lands beyond the mists. Despite your best efforts in the intervening time, the symbology of the blood is not something that anyone has had any breakthrough with. It seems to be a iconography or symbol that comes from this strange land to the north and has not been seen by the people of the south.
Yeah, this is not. This is from the lands of the mist. This coin. So these people are they just have coins from here. That's very strange. Additionally, their leather that they are wearing and their weapons that they are wielding. Not from Farfield Keep, that's for sure.
And
Yep.
these bodies look dead a long time, or do they look freshly rended? I know the bones look secure.
The bones are picked clean of any flesh or any kind of remains. They seem to be in pristine white condition. The leather itself is hard to gauge an age on. You think that the leathers and kind of tattered clothes that they wear are old, but it's hard to tell when they were broken open, torn asunder as they were. Do you have some kind of expertise with carbon dating leather or figuring? No. Okay.
I wouldn't even engender a guess on that. But
yeah.
I'm looking around at the surrounding area. I know we've already went around and started burying bodies. So if there are any tracks or anything around this area, they're probably gone at this point.
Yeah.
But are we in maybe like a low-lying area of the swamp? Is it possible that these bodies were under the water and then like not a tide, or maybe I guess it's getting colder. Maybe it's not raining as much. Maybe things have evaporated as we went through summer into fall into winter. Are we in like a low-lying area of the swamp where these might have been under the water?
A strong guess. You look around and find that to be largely true. What appears to be a kind of rocky outcropping from the swamp. Murdoch quickly surmises, after a bit of investigation, that this rocky outcropping wouldn't have been visible from previous expeditions. The water line seems to have receded. You can see where some of the like underwater algae plant growths have like run up the sides of the rocks here. You can see where the water line would have held higher than where these bodies were originally.
On that thought, I'm going to get to the highest ground that I can see in the surrounding, 50 yards, and look around to see if I can spy anything else that might have been coming up by the water line. Like, these bodies were obviously buried somewhere. Maybe they were under the water. Maybe that's why they're picked clean. Maybe fish did it. Or maybe they were washed somewhere. Maybe there's a cave nearby that maybe popped out. I don't know. I'm going to take a good look around.
Go ahead and give me that perception check there. This seems like a standard perception wisdom to me. 18. All right. As you look around for something that you can find, sure enough, in the kind of dim light of the stars, you see a small kind of cave opening further west of where you are in the swamp. It is low to the ground, lower than you would expect, and it seems to have been revealed as well by the decline in the water level here in the marsh.
I will point it out to the rest of my party. signaling them over and pointing. Seems these bodies were under the water line. Seems we have something else that has popped up as well. Maybe they were in there, maybe they were washed out, dragged out, maybe this is something different, but want to have a look?
Yeah, sure.
Ugh. I've been digging with this shield for hours.
Oh, I've just been holding the shovel. Would you like to use it?
Ugh. Well, if it could be shelter for the night, then sounds like it could be fruitful, but otherwise, if there is some sort of threat, I'd rather not.
Who wants me to cast light on their belt?
Why my belt?
Don't do it to me.
Shield, belt, whatever you would like so that you can see.
It just seems like so low that you'd want the light higher. Like my shield would be a very good example of something you'd want to produce light from. You know, I can
Either
wave
way.
it with my arm. Yes, my shield.
That's not how we dwarves do it, but I go and touch his shield with light.
Excellent.
We're more of a belt lighting up kind of
A
people.
bright light emanates from.
You can always
the
take off the
shield.
belt and throw it. That suddenly raised light source. It's perfect.
Then my pants would fall, and then I would be a fool. I wouldn't be able to run.
You wear pants? I look at my mud-caked legs that pretend to be pants.
You'll get used to it, Paisley.
That's
I'll
mud.
pat him on the shoulder.
Don't worry, I'm wearing a tunic for decency.
All right.
Thank you for that.
As we approach the cave, I'll reach into my pouch and I will hand out a rose stem to every member of my party. And then I will hold up the dagger that I have and say, this dagger is magical, and when I activate it, it gives you the ability to cast certain spells. And I will activate the dagger for my party, allowing them all, with their focus that they have, to cast Druidcraft, Produce Flame, and Thorn Whip, if they wish to, with their wisdom modifier.
What a gift from
Whoa.
you!
Yes. And then, as we're about to enter the cave, I'll also use the dagger to summon a crocodile.
Oh, now
Alright.
that's interesting.
You summon forth a crocodile companion as your companions realize they now have some sweet druid cantrips that they may or may not already have had access to. And the party begins to make their way into this cave. It is a kind of cramped and oppressive atmosphere, even with the light shining from the shield that Paisley bears. The cave itself is largely submerged still, coming up probably about shoulder high almost on the dwarf as you step your way, more than a few feet into the mouth of the cave. The light reveals a kind of turn to the left in the cave in the back, and you can see lined up bodies along the back wall as the cave turns, in very similar condition to the ones that you found lying upon the rocky outcropping outside of it.
Now, when we say lined up, are we talking about, like, hammered into the wall as a gruesome display, or, like, just piled?
Just piled.
Okay, cool. Alright, well, I'm not going to disturb that ball of bones, but, what about you, Murdoch? With your grubby little fingers?
I'll move a little further in. These bodies piled up, do they resemble the piles of bodies that I saw in the lair of Serpentor?
Very much so.
I will warn my party and be like, maybe this is like Serpentor's, like, summer cottage? At one point, I don't know. I'll look around for if there's any solid ground to see if there are signs of a large serpent-type creature that has moved in this general area.
Can I just do my magical bullshit and try to sense out Serpentor if he was here recently? I love my master, Greg. He must be
you may attempt
Wait.
both of these things. Murdoch, tell me, what are you looking for when you're looking for a giant serpent creature?
Well, obviously there's water around as we're moving through, but I'm looking for any area where the water line recedes and it comes to dry ground. I'm looking for any large signs of things moving through, like large scrape marks, large prints of a hooked foot of some kind. Maybe an area along the wall where a tail has whipped by and dragged in or knocked some rocks down.
You spend You spend some time observing that while Creature begins performing some dark ritual. And you are quick to find through the light of the shield exactly kind of what you were looking for. Along the sides of this cavern, there are definite scrapes along where the kind of wet mold and algae that grows upon the damp walls of this half-submerged cave have been scraped or slashed aside as if by something moving past it. You don't see any like hoof marks or claw marks so much as just these kind of long kind of swaths of having something brushed up against the sides of the cavern. Creature, what dark ministrations are you up to?
Honestly, I'm just trying to smell them out. Our boy Serpentor, he always, like, his presence is denoted by eldritch sulfur and rotting meat. Now, rotting meat, rotting bones, waterlogged, whatever, I can tell that's not, like, that's natural from here. But, like, supernatural, you know, crazy bullshit, I'm keyed in on at this point. I went into literal vision hell with that smell in my brainstem. I know this smell, Greg.
As opposed to memories of your mother and other memory hell.
I got a lot of flashbacks to get through, Nick. Don't start now, okay?
Creature's memory hell is a long and winding place. Creature, give me a perception constitution check, please.
Ooh, I like it.
I am proficient in that, so that is 3. That's a +5. Are you ready for the guidance meme? Am I allowed to guide myself for this?
I think that you are a religious class undertaking a religious check. I think you can guide yourself here. I think your magic can help you.
Boom, 20.
All right, with a 20, you guide your mind back to the reptilian memory of the smells of your eldritch master, and sure enough, that faint smell of methane and sulfur, it's just like as if maybe it were underwater or something, just like not quite escaping out into the air, but you can still find it.
Yo, boys, we found the back door. We gotta get going, come on, let's go. I'm moving everyone out of the cave right now.
Yeah, we leave.
Okay.
I leave instantly behind Creature.
Okay.
Come on, let's go, Mr. Unarmored Paladin. Come on.
But you said this is the Beast Slayer. This could be where I find Maddie.
I grab him by the shoulder and start
Right.
dragging him out.
Don't
Very
worry.
well.
I know where your boy is.
I need to don my armor anyway.
All right,
We
everyone,
move
you
in.
move out of the cave, leaving your foul findings behind you. It is dark out now as you spent the last hours of your light burying the corpses that you found on this kind of rocky outcrop in the swamp. What do you do once you leave the cave? Are you camping out here? What is the plan?
Well, it's nighttime, and moving through night's super dangerous, right?
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
It's no more dangerous than the day. You just limited in what you can see.
I cast the spell light. We're moving in the light. I don't understand what you're saying, Creature. We should move away from this place, at least for an hour.
I agree. Is there any area of slightly higher ground that we can see, Greg?
I think that the highest ground in the area you've already stood upon as you kind of sought out this cave.
So the cave is just like it just like is ground that descends. It's not like in under a hill or anything.
Yes.
Oh,
Exactly such.
spooky.
We need to go. How far away is the fort, Murdoch, do you think?
We'd be traveling throughout the entire night. We still probably wouldn't get there.
Okay, then that means Serpentor is at least a day away, right? If we think he's in Valair?
I hope so.
I
Richard
mean,
does math, which he's
is
not good at.
this layer a day away from where we think we're going?
Yeah, we're not going to make it if we travel through the night. And then we're going to be exhausted. That's a terrible idea. We should find some way to hole up for the night. Maybe where we can see Serpentor coming if he's coming from this cave. You said you smelled something faint, Creature?
It was bubbling, burbling. I don't have. We can't submerge ourselves today. I don't have that spell prepared.
I mean, I can submerge myself once a day whenever I want, but I'm not going back in there looking
Well,
myself.
aren't you suddenly cool, Murdoch? It's you go away on your own mission for 1 week, and suddenly you're just this big shot powerhouse. Oh, you're too big for creature now, huh? I look away.
Anyway. I think Ramwaran suggested we move away for an hour. I think that's a good idea. Let's move an hour to the north and then find a place to hold up for camp.
All right. You move yourself an hour north through the dark swamp. You find it to be treacherous, though not in the ways of encounters, as nothing molests you during your hour of travel. But you do find yourself slipping and sliding through the muck. Despite the light of the shield, it is just a more difficult path to walk through in the swamp. Eventually, after about an hour, you go about setting up a brief camp and begin resting for the night. So, who do you think among you? I think it was Ranwarren. Ranwarren, you seem to have been the one who posited this move away from the cave so that we're safe thing. I want you to give me a survival wisdom check at DC 14. A success will indicate that you have moved far enough away from whatever danger was in this cave, and the night will pass. Otherwise, we'll continue. All right.
What if I guide him?
You move away for this hour, and you begin setting up this camp. You begin having your kind of watches set up and a peaceful night, so you think. But it is...
I bet it's Paisley just nagging. Like, he will not stop. Like, this is far enough. My feet are so sore. Please, this must be far enough. And I think I just wear you all down.
And in the other ear is creature screeching.
We need better moonlight! I need to see the moon! It's important. I didn't
During
buy
all
these
of
gloves
this,
for nothing.
You eventually stop. And the dice say it is once again Paisley. It must be because you encountered these things the first time. They just call to you more naturally. Paisley, it is during your watch in the night as your companions sleep very restfully, far away from this dangerous cave. When you see at the edge of your vision, in the starlight of the swamp, a familiar figure. In fact, it seems to look a lot like your missing husband who has been kidnapped. It is there, just on the edge of your vision, at the edge of the swamp, back the way you came from. And it seems to be beckoning.
John is staring at me, urging me not to roleplay the way I want to.
Yep. No, he's not. That can't be right. That doesn't sound
We
like
didn't go over the one rule that I go over for every other fucking group I'm in, and it's wake me up! Oh my god, Nick. Do it. I know you're going to.
What do you do, Nick?
Treat yourself.
Yeah, what do
doing
you
it?
do? That's the question. I think I, like, in a panic, stand up. And you said it's at the edge of the swamp?
Yes,
The
like
marsh?
at the edge of like the part of the swamp that you can see, like beckoning you further back in.
Yeah. I think I'll watch the figure for a minute or several minutes and see, like, what does it do? Like, does it come towards us? Is it calling to me?
No sound reaches your ears in the next couple of minutes while you wait, and this image of your missing husband just seems to stay there, beckoning you wordlessly towards it, but it does not make any move to come closer.
Ranwarren, wake up! I know you just finished watch, but you've been haunted by your loss, yes? Your loss of a friend, you said, in the tavern. Who was it that you lost? I cannot hear you.
You sleep talking.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, we
I think that was
Yes,
We can hear you
you're
now.
awake. Yes.
Okay.
I can
Hello.
hear you.
I don't know what happened there. The push dock was not working. Phil came out here looking for something more in his life, and I don't know where he has gone to, and no one in the town seems to know. So I presume he is dead out here. I'm looking for, traces of that to take back to his family.
What was he to
What-
you?
Friend, a squad mate. He was the younger brother I never had. He was always headstrong and bullish, but what's going on?
Are you not haunted by the visage of this fellow, this friend
Like-
of yours?
Slowly, look around.
I meant figuratively, but yes, I am literally being haunted right now.
Seriously, very awkwardly turn all the way around and back at him, and then blank stare, you okay?
There, in the marsh. Do you not see him? It is an image of my Maddie.
Ranvern, you don't see Maddie, but you do see meat
Oh,
at the edge of the
You're-
swamp.
we are seeing two different things.
It's twice as bad, John.
My neuroticism is just like John. These people, you gotta kill them in real life now. Do it.
Do you not see him there?
I mean, I see Phil there, but if you see something else there, then this is obviously a visage from, looks like where we came from. Could this be Serpentor calling to us?
Perhaps Maddie was in the cave, and he heard our voices, and found an escape. He escaped. He knew we would be here.
No,
we
Maddie was not there. Maddie was not in the cave. Maddie had no money.
But he's there.
I mean, he can be there as haunting. And with this panicked look on his face, I try not to show it, but I kick Creature and Murdoch.
Oh my god, you were
the
so loud.
stealth
I was
kicks.
trying to sleep.
Shh, hush, Creature.
Here, 13.
There he is.
I stand up. Two foot.
We are to
Do I
get you up
see
to speed,
Serpentor?
Murdoch and Creature. We are seeing two different visages. I am seeing Phil or Meat, and he is seeing his past loved one back where we
How
came
far away
from.
are they?
And on shoulder, he's right there, Creature. At the edge.
So, Shadow, when you look, I think the visage that you see is one of Churu, one of your first companions, beckoning towards you. Creature, do you like your hag mother?
So my hag mother tortured me for
okay,
the
so
first
maybe
8
not.
years. She was
So
grooming
yes,
me to be
Stockholm
a spell
syndrome.
component. So I was like a hag son, which is super rare. And,
Creature, I don't know if you have a companion that you yearn for. Do
I
you?
think I see it. Oh
Okay.
yeah, of course I do. I see 4 separate humanoids fused together at the waist, and they are the people whose hearts I've eaten.
Oh,
Those are the companions that I want.
I see. Then that
I'm
is
like,
what you
oh!
see. 4
What
gruesome
the fuck?
conjoined companions beckoning you to eat their heart once more.
He's right there. Look how handsome he is.
How far away are they?
They are at the edge of your vision, however far that is for each of you.
That is 0 feet. They're either right on top of us, or they're just hanging out.
They're at least a few hundred feet into the swamp.
Hey,
their
Paladin
ghostly
boy!
visage can be seen.
I start putting on my armor.
It is Paisley, but yes.
Yeah, whatever. Do your detect bullshit sense right now. I know you have that ability.
All right. I believe you're referring
I
to...
know it's an undead, but you guys don't.
All right. I think so as a paladin of vengeance, Paisley is the paladin of lost love. And I think what this divine sense looks like is that Paisley looks into his heart as he hears his traveling companion's words beckoning him to not believe in it, and he looks deep into his heart to discern whether or not this is in fact Maddie,
All right.
or if this is some trick of the heart.
Okay, so you are looking for celestial fiends or undead, I believe are the 4 that you can find.
Celestial fiend or undead,
Perfect.
or of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity.
Right. So you send your feelers out, looking to sense something that other than your precious Maddie. And unless your Maddie was a fiend, you're pretty certain that is not Maddie.
I'm detecting a fiend.
You're detecting a fiend.
Hand still on shoulder, grips a little tighter on creature.
Oh my god, your hands are so weak and infirm.
Unfortunately, I believe you're right. It is some trick. Some ghost or illusion. That is not my Maddie. Thank you, my friend. And then I'll like pick up my hand and slap it on your shoulder. You have brought me out of my
Such a
grave
leathery
sorrow.
grip.
I had almost been led astray. Whatever that is.
I hold your hand and start like messing with the flesh that's like loose on your bone. You know, it's just like
Whatever
weird.
that thing is, it's not my loved one. Do we leave it be?
Yeah.
It does not appear to be approaching.
I'm not going back to sleep while it's still out there, though.
Then you will take next watch. I thank you.
Hide armored out. Is everybody armored up
No.
in this
No.
time, Greg?
He's been too busy role-playing.
Far
Hey,
too busy.
Get your armor on, Chuckle Butt.
But Murdoch just offered to take my watch. I thought I
Yeah,
might
well,
catch a few
look.
winks.
I will
I'm gonna
scuttle
be
away
honest
and try
with
and...
you.
Go ahead.
I'm just I need to have a one-on-one I know you haven't been in this business for a little while. Look, wear your armor. Just wear it, man.
Especially
It's so
while you're on
heavy
watch.
while we travel. It's
You
just
put one
so
arm
heavy.
through, and then you put the other arm
I
through.
will wear
and
it
then
while we sleep in
tie.
case we are ambushed. Fine.
No,
but-
don't
No.
wear it while you sleep. Just,
You're on watch.
You know, we're in a dangerous.
If-
You're on
not
watch
taking my
and you're
watch.
not wearing armor. I
Ugh.
don't want your watch.
Paisley,
Your incessant blabbering
do you
annoys me. I will
normally-
never catch sleep with this. And I'll
do you
begin
normally
armoring up.
not wear your armor because of encumbrance, or is this a because it was night type of situation?
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't wear it while we're traveling because I am a weak man with 10 strength and
Okay.
have become encumbered. So I have
Yes.
our beast of burden carry it, and I will don it into battle.
Okay.
And that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
but I guess if we're not moving, I don't
this
have to
was
carry
your
it.
watch at night. If you had desired to have your armor on, it would have been appropriate. I
No,
Okay.
no, Greg.
Perfect.
I've role played far too much for,
believe. Perfect.
for us to hit the undo button.
So
I will, as they're like just like talking my ear off. I'll just begin like going into it's a donkey or a horse, and just
We have
pulling it
both of
off.
those.
And strap,
Well,
strap.
when everyone has their stuff up, I'm dead-eyeing this creature. I want to talk to it in Fey, but not right now until everyone's like battle ready, because I'm not dumb. Even though creature has, well, you know, he has 12 in. He's just not a dumb guy. And then, you know, can we fast forward to that real quick? So
Absolutely.
I can introduce
A
myself?
few minutes pass. Everyone has battle armor ready to go.
Yeah, so I start like whipping out this very nice pre-Elven language, like Felina, Ferasa, Godnadaka, you know, it's stuff like that, and see if it wants to engage with me. Like, hey, how you doing? What's good, bro?
I think as you begin speaking to it in this ancient elven language, the creature's facade drops, and standing in the place of your companions that called for you is instead a terrifying creature, half snake and half person. The torso rises out of like a large snake tail. Its arms and shoulders and head are rotting and like are missing like portions of them, like big holes, escape from there. And as the visions of your compatriots fall, a stench just kind of wafts through the area, and you hear it reply to you in an infernal tongue as it speaks out its demands. Do you speak Infernal, anyone?
I would not speak in Fae.
Then you hear it speaking out.
My Maddie does not sound like this.
I could try Dark Fae, which is like Fae, but with less apostrophes.
It begins to snake its way closer to you as it continues its
no, it's
speech.
not.
Yeah, I shoot it.
There's gonna lightning bolt this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hang on, I still have a boot I need to get on.
Just go barefoot.
All right.
That's the
for
base
it.
rate.
Roll for me some initiative, y'all.
Yep.
You got
Thank
it.
you.
13.
He just
for
wants a
Murdoch.
smooch, John. Like, just give it a little smooch.
Paisley.
I'm gonna give it a smooch. I'm gonna give it the kiss of lightning.
Coffee
baby.
Traveler gets a 5.
I don't know. I haven't rolled in it.
Oh, nice.
Alrighty.
There you
go. Oh my
I guess I should
God.
roll and roll 20. I got too used to doing it Neil's way for his show.
Hey, you do it however you want, man.
Nah, I like it in roll 20 better.
Very
Hey.
nice.
Oh my God.
That's a big
Alrighty.
line.
Wow.
Drew
This
a big mark all over the map. Whoops.
Very nice. All right, so the first to react is Creature as this thing begins speaking to you in Infernal and sliding closer to you. What do you do?
not today, bitch. I cast lightning bolt.
Okay, it will
roll.
save. I really should type in my own window, huh?
That's
it fails
4
its save.
Yep.
All right,
That's a
it
great
takes
fucking roll.
33 points of damage as your scepter unleashes a crack of lightning. A flash of brilliant light erupts around the swamp, and in that brief flash of light, you see surrounding you in the swamp the animated bodies of these corpses that have been circling around you all. The flash of light ends, and you see a smoldering hole in the torso of this creature. It is like falling back a little bit. Pieces of its rotting, like, human half are like falling off into the swamp, but it continues to slide ever closer.
Would you call it bloodied?
Yes, I would call it bloodied.
Oh, perfect.
Most
then
definitely.
I'm gonna go with the old reliable bonus action Animorph. I'm a druid, right?
John,
Yeah,
you are
here's a
not
bunch
an
of text.
animorph. I promise.
You're an animal.
Animorphs are
I'm
so
an animal.
gross.
I'm gonna go direwolf and engage this thing in melee combat.
All right, you transform into a dire wolf and close the remaining distance. Excellent. The next to go is Murdoch. How do you respond to this?
First of all, we saw creatures in the darkness around us. Did we get a count or a lot?
You got a count. You got a count of 11.
Ooh, okay.
We're fine.
Well, I'm going to immediately loose an arrow right at this creature.
All right.
And then after
excellent.
that, I think I'm going to try to move back a little bit. And if there's any place where I can find a spot to hide, I'm going to try and do it.
Excellent. You
All right.
fire an arrow. Let's resolve that first. 19 will hit this
19.
creature.
And then creature is engaged in melee combat with it, so I do get
It
sneak
is.
attack, correct?
Absolutely, you do.
All right. Well, I will deal 14 points of damage to it.
All right. You deal 14 points of damage to it. This creature would normally resist this damage. However, there's a lightning bolt hole in its chest, and it dies.
There we go.
This fiend falls into the swamp, clearly dead. Your arrow taking it straight through the forehead. But there are 11 bodies closing in around you all still. And they react before. Oh, you wanted to go hide?
I would
Go
love
ahead
to go
and give
hide,
me
if
that
possible.
stealth check. You duck behind a rock,
to.
attempting to hide as best you can with a 15.
We'll see.
Excellent. These animated bodies begin to close in around all of you. You see them holding in their rotting, decaying hands like big stones that appear to be dripping in like fresh blood, despite there not being any wounds on any of you. And as they rush forward with an almost unnatural speed, they begin trying to club you all to death with them. So there are 11 of them and 4 of you. We will have 3 groups of 3 and 1 group of 2. The person lucky enough to grab 2 creatures is Ranwarren. Excellent. So let us roll some d20s. Creature in your direwolf form, 3 attacks go against you.
Cool.
We have a 12, a 9, and a 6. All of those plus 3. Does a 15, a 12, or a 9 hit you?
The 15 will.
Excellent. Please take for me.
I've got 30 HP.
Somehow
I thought that was your
I
damage
screwed
for a
that
second.
up.
I was like, you take 30 damage. But
Please
shit.
take for me 1 point of bludgeoning damage from the rock. Excellent. Paisley, these creatures come up to you, rocks in hand, to begin bludgeoning. One with a 22, a 14, and a 19.
Let's see. Let me double check where my AC is.
You should
at.
have 20 AC.
17, 18, 19, 20 AC. Yes.
All right, 1 of them will hit you. Please take for me 6 points of bludgeoning damage as this bloodied stone comes crashing into you, ripping through a weak point in your armor.
Yes. So as Paisley moves up to engage them, he is moving very sluggish. Again, he is encumbered. He is moving slow, wielding his axe shield and donning this new heavy dope armor. But it's clear that he's proficient with it, masterfully proficient with it, because as the swing comes in, he definitely deflects the blow, reducing the damage with heavy armor master.
Excellent. Yes, you reduce the damage of the blow, making sure it hits a non-vital area, but still crushes into you for a little bit of you get bludgeoned. You can feel a bruise forming where you deflected it. Excellent. And Murdoch, you are fairly well hidden. Can these things find you? No, these things cannot find you. Murdoch, 3 of them just wander around nearby where you once were, looking for you, but unable to find you. And finally, Ranwarren, 2 of these creatures come rambling forward, striking you with a 17 each time.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. You masterfully duck and weave and dodge and dive away from them. And it is
To
not
do
your
that, I'm
turn.
just shorter. They just swing above my head.
That might very well be what it is. You get prepared for your dwarven defense class, and then they just whiff. Excellent. Paisley, how do you respond after you are attacked by 3 of these creatures?
So what do they look like?
They are skeletons.
Oh, they're just skeletons.
Pure
Okay.
white. They have leathers and pieces of armor and just old rotting clothes hanging loosely off of their otherwise brilliant white features.
I'm remembering now. You said they are the things we found and we tried to bury. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for the head on one then. Just try and decap it.
Absolutely.
With a battle axe attack.
Here comes that +2 to hit.
You.
Let's see it. Nice.
Oh, you
And
go
I
to
definitely stumble with the heavy armor.
Yeah, you stumble in your heavy armor, and they just use the rock to bludgeon the axe away, just knocking it from striking them. Excellent. Ranwarren, it is your turn. What do you do?
Now is my time. I have trained for this. I've seen this before. I cast Turn Undead. If I could put it into the chat here.
Excellent. Ranwarren, I'm going to ignore that for just a moment. Roll me a religion check at DC 13.
You got it. Religion. Click.
Oh, you attempt to summon the power of your deity to destroy these undead. Unfortunately, they will still be turned, but you do not instantly defeat them. They must all make saving throws. All of these things are well within range. We shall make 11 d20s here.
I think it's 13 if it's my spell casting.
Perfect. We have fail, fail, pass, fail, fail,
3.
fail. pass. 3 of these creatures succeed. 1 of each attacking your companions. The rest immediately begin to flee. You can see as you press your holy symbol to the sky, them turn in fear of it. Although they cannot flee yet. It's not their turn.
What is your holy symbol?
It is it is a classic cross, and it's strapped to my belt, and I pull it up.
Excellent.
Ah, the belt. I see.
It has many uses.
All hail the
I'll
belt.
make you one when we get back.
Dwarves and their belts. Excellent. Direwolf creature, you are facing down 3 of these creatures, though 2 of them are standing in shock as the cross of the dwarven kind has been produced.
That's good to hear. I am going to walk away, provoking as many attacks of opportunity as you want. And I'm going to go help. One's on Paisley, one's on Ranmarin?
Yep.
I heard one was on each of my compatriots, and the others ran.
I'm sorry, correct. Each of the compatriots, not on Ranwar.
Okay, I'm
One
going
on-
to
one's on
the
you.
guy I can see, because I don't know where Murdoch is, and I'm going to go help our old paladin dude by biting off the head of that thing.
Alrighty, excellent. Does a 13 hit
mind.
you by chance?
A 14 would.
Nope. All right.
does a-
The attack of opportunity just like brushes off your tail, like unable to strike you as you
Cool.
jaunt past this creature.
Perfect. By the way, pack tactics is a thing. I'm going to go bite Paisley's guy at advantage. If you
All right.
don't mind. Bop. 16.
You hit it, and the bones turn to dust in your mouth. You strike the creature, and the whole skeleton just collapses in a pile in front of you.
Okay. I look at Paisley.
Creature. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm just this weird, ugly zombie dog thing with like.
Oh my
green
God.
Saliva.
And the mud, it's still all over your legs. It's so unsettling.
No,
Murdoch.
this time I'm wearing pants.
My
You
direwolf
get to
wears
decide. You have to decide if they go like just on the back 2
I-
legs
nope.
or on all 4
Nope.
legs.
Nope. That can remain a blank space in the narrative, please.
Murdoch, while the interaction with the pants, I was going to say pantsless, but I guess pants full creature continues.
A
What
little
do
of
you do?
both. That's what the debate's about.
Yeah.
I'm hidden at this point, so the creature that's next to Ramwaran, I'm going to shoot him.
All right, please do.
Do I get advantage on this?
You do.
Right. Arrow flies for a 15.
You hit it, and as soon as your arrow pierces through like the skull of this attacking skeleton, it turns to dust in front of Ranwaran, a pile of ash. At this point, there's only one remaining skeleton creature left that is not turned. The rest of them flee, rushing away from the party and the might of the Dwarven Cross into the swamp once more. A single one remains. It tries to run up to a creature who it is determined to batter with its little rock.
I'll take 28 points of damage if you want.
It does not. It does not do any damage to you, in fact, at all. Excellent.
Let's win.
Paisley, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hack into this thing. And I will just like sweat just like all over my brow and forehead after just 2 swings. It's mostly from putting on the armor. I just like break through this thing like baseball home run style with my axe. And I turn to creature and I say, and that is how it's done.
I'm
Good
not
boy.
even there. I'm investigating the fiend spotting as we walk, looking around.
Did anyone see? Well done,
Nice
everyone.
job. I'll yell out, "Nice job, Paisley!" as I walk over to Ramwaran, and then I whisper to him, "I was gonna bet you to see how many swings it was gonna take, but that happened really fast."
Thank you,
Alright.
thank you, and you as well.
I was
You're
talking.
quite
It was with,
proficient that bow.
It was with the flat of the axe, though, so
Yeah.
we gotta get that boy a club or something.
All right.
Fiend is dead or disintegrated dead?
Fiend is dead, lying in the swamp. It's like human half has a giant hole where your lightning bolt struck it. Its like head is trying to fall to mush as it like is just barely clinging together by like an arrow piercing through it.
I morph out in a disgusting showing of just like dog and wolf bone shifting back into man. Flip the scepter around, blow on it a little. Just like, not this time, bitch. No alligators for you. And then I don't know if this was the shape-shifting guy that I first saw a million years ago, but this feels good. Creature's coming full circle, and we're at the very last bit.
He's gonna see the light, I swear.
I'm having like a flashback of when I served my or gave my allegiance to a fucking snake monster. Feels good, Greg.
All
I
right.
say, creature, as I walk up behind you, that
Nani?
that light you produced from your hand is the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
You haven't seen nothing yet, son. I just found this. Literally, a horse dug it up, man. Not even kidding.
What do you
I'll walk
make
by
of
Paisley and say, "Wait till he gets hungry." And I'm gonna go search for my arrows.
All right. How many arrows did you fire? 2?
2.
2. All right. You may recover 2 arrows.
Nice.
Assuming
How's the moon
that
looking
you are
like?
all done for the night, is there anything else we'd like to do, or shall we move on?
I want to get this out of the way.
Okay.
I got a meme for you, Greg. I've been bringing out the memes with
Oh.
with the poems, with the writing, and I gotta finish this up. We're doing
It's
a ritual.
Creature's Watch. It's Creature's Watch now.
No,
Sure,
I
yeah.
need you.
Everyone
I
else.
actually need Ranwarin. For
Oh,
no.
Ranwarin, you are a cleric of life, yes?
Yes.
We're gonna do some life transference, buddy. You're gonna help me in my witchcraft tonight.
Are you life or light?
Light.
Light.
Wait, you're light?
Sorry, light. Yeah. Disciple of... Oh, no, I'm a disciple of life. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry if I
Okay,
missed that
Just
earlier.
about screwed up his ritual right there.
Because otherwise, like, my shit is screwed.
Yes, I am a disciple of life.
Well,
We-
shut up.
We bring light to the shadows. My clan Shadowbane.
Yeah, sure. How's the moon looking, Greg? Give me some moon scene.
The moon
Moonus.
is high in the sky at this point, maybe past its zenith. It is a 3/4 moon, according to the dice. A simple crescent of inky darkness kind of hugs the rest of this bright light.
That's what I need. I need that like symbol of like, okay, we're binding the light with the darkness. This is good symbology for my Wiccan bullshit I'm about to pull. So I want to go through like the components real quick, so because
Okay.
I'm doing some witchcraft here. So we got the gloves. That was one of the bigger ones. We have hippogriff feathers. Now, guys, I don't know if you know about hippogriff lore, but hippogriffs are like forbidden love in most cultures because it's like a griffin which preys upon a horse and a horse having a child together. That's basically what a hippogriff is. It's like two opposing forces coming. Okay, we got multiple angles now of just like contradictions, and this is what we're gonna need. Because we are going to use our gloves of the Allosaurus, which, by the way, has 19 strength, and we are going to bind it with the heart of an ogre, which also has 19 strength, by the way, Greg.
It's really selling it there, John.
Thank you, I know. It's great. So I'm going to do my stupid ritual bullshit circles like I normally do. I'm going to throw out some incense on the ground, place the feathers, my 5 hippogriff feathers, in all 5 universal directions, because we know 8 is way too much. John's just checking his notes real quick. We're gonna
The two opposing forces of Ranwirin and I'm drawing like symbols of life
Yes.
on the ground in
No,
between.
we
each of-
have this ogre heart, and if I'm not mistaken, it was the ogre heart of the chieftain who whooped my ass, like really
I was there
bad.
for it.
Yeah, you were there for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Alter Self, which is a transmutation thing, thanks to the Banshee necklace that I thought you were throwing at us before this fight started. And get a Prehensile / Snake Jaw going so that I can swallow the heart whole. And it's going to rest in my belly and diffuse with my internal magic so that I can channel that power into the gloves, which are centered in this circle, this magical ritual circle. I look to Ranwurren. Like, Ranwurren, we're going to be trying to summon the spirit of the ogre and bind it in some kind of way to the... If we can get it to make a deal of like, oh, you know, give us the help that you want to give, or, you know, play its pride, which is going to be more likely. Because, you know, it's an ogre chieftain. It likes being in power. It, you know, it might be dead for... I look at my wrist, which has no what? A couple weeks. Couple months, who knows, who cares? Its spirit's still lingering around. The mist, you know, we're gonna collect it. We're gonna collect the spirit, bind it to the gloves, and when we're done with the incantation, it's gonna help us, whether it wants to or not. We're gonna trap it. You with me? You get what I'm laying down here, boy?
As he's doing this, I cast Aid upon myself and Creature and Nick's character Paisley. I am here to aid you and watch over you and guide you through this ritual.
Fantastic. Guide, you say? I'm sorry. God, I hate guidance. What I'm really going to do is cast Enhanceability on the gloves as well, to give it the extra strength, whatever the... John can actually link the spell if you want. Greg, do you want me to link the spell?
I know Enhanceability. You're good.
Cool. You know Enhanceability. I'm going to use the combination of spells, dark magics, and now that I have Ranwurren here, who is like my polar opposite in the spiritual realm, we got all these contradictions going. We're going to confuse the spirit, trap it in the gloves. Are you ready?
I am.
Greg, you're like, I can't wait to just tell him to fuck off. All right. Do you want to repeat after me, Ranwurren? We could do this together.
Sure.
All right. Here we go. I gotta get in the right light because this piece of paper's a piece of shit. Hide of ochre, stolen flesh, torn from predator, their ended thresh. That's John. I'm
Keep
stuck.
going.
No, I feel like that's
Perfect.
Creature.
Go ahead.
No, we're restarting. Hide of ochre, stolen flesh, torn from predator, their ended thresh. Become the tether, bind former foe, the bloodthirsty reveler, whose strength I know. Chieftain ogre, your will yet to part. Nobility's feathers shall make fly your heart. Beat once more, let the world hear your roar, your frame that towers and makes men cower. Banshee spirit, spectre shade, I offer you another way. Live now through this beast's brutal jaws, and give me access to your mighty claws. Bite and gnash, rip and tear, reek and wreck, I conjure now the fists of Shrek.
I was not ready for the fists of Shrek.
Beautiful.
As you finish this, you wait for but a moment, like a beat, a full pregnant pause, as seemingly nothing happens. But Ranwurren, you notice something during this pause. The moon is bleeding. An inky black darkness seems to drip down and cover the moonlight. And falling from the moon, this blackness drops down right in the inscribed ritual circles on top of these gloves. This oily substance begins to form up, and you can smell deeply the methane and sulfur and horridness of the inside of the cave that you just left, or earlier in the day. I don't know if you've been to Serpentor himself, but it is probably recognizable
legend.
from the stories.
He smelt it. He smelled it when he knocked the doll.
But
has he dealt it?
As this inky blackness swirls, you hear inside of your heads, less than an actual voice, a like low hissing drawl that laughs at you. Feeble attempts to bind souls. You still lack strength, little one. You wish for the strength of this fallen foe, yes?
Yes.
You have taken from me a servant this day. And out of this oily blackness, a claw and one single, like, hydra head kind of forms, and it peers towards Ranwarren. It says, in exchange for your new power, will you give me a new servant? And it looks to you, Ranwarren, and it says, serve me as this one does, and this and other secrets will be yours.
I'm like behind the head, just nodding enthusiastically.
We're standing across each other on the circle, and I can't even see him because my vision has just like, when you're going really, really fast in a car, your vision just gets like really. So he's seeing his whole life flash before him, all of the work he's put into, and he's seeing also as these flashes happen, like Serpentor sitting there like by him. Yes, yes, yes. I was there the whole time. Your every choice you have made your entire life has led exactly to this moment. And I believe I am persuaded by this deepness in my brain that I was not prepared for, that no one ever talked about, that I just unconsciously nod without saying a word, and like 1,000-yard stare, 10,000-yard stare. Like I have no more vision left. I can't see a thing, but just on autopilot nodding.
The great Serpentor laughs in approval and reaches out its inky claw and marks your head right above the eye. The inky blackness, like a scar, old and horrid, rends across your flesh. It says, serve me well, bring me the weapon, and I will give you great power. And then you see it reach out and almost pluck out of the inky blackness that dripped from the moon. And it drags out what appears to be an ogre spirit, like struggling against the claw, and it thrusts it down into the gloves. And will retreat once more after the deed is done. For a long while, this kind of pool just seeps and spreads out and slowly begins evaporating into the like waters of the swamp and disappearing. As it does, the moonlight begins to leak through once again until eventually you're just standing over your now black leather gloves.
I put them on, of course. Did I see Serpentor at all? Was I just like a spectator, or like was I doing my own thing?
I think that you saw it as it happened, though it only addressed you briefly.
Perfect. That's fine. I don't need to be the favorite. In fact, I feel like we did a good thing. We got rid of a shitter follower.
Ranwarren, please take 1 level of Warlock.
You got it. I will click through. I believe Ranwarren is just a statue sitting there, not breathing. Like, usually you have your head bobbling around, and when you try to stand still, you have like a little sway and motion, but like statue, eyes black, scar across the face, until someone like interacts with Ranwarren.
I'm going to, with new gloves and index fingers free, as you said, Greg.
Yes.
I'm gonna like, do you have a pimple thing just like on the scar itself to just like, is it ichor? Is it blood? Like, did he go to the bone?
Is it an abscess? What is this?
Oh God. No, it is a scar. In fact, it matches your own if you are in your true form and not having your
rip
alter
out
self. Yeah.
My mask is off. I ate a heart.
Yeah. Your scar will actually match. It looks old. It even though it was just given this very moment, it seems as if it has been there forever. It's an old and nasty scar.
A person could possibly have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Awesome.
This is good.
I come to as I have a creature on my face. What? What happened?
Sorry.
Did we get the gloves?
Yeah, we got the gloves. Nothing else
Okay,
occurred.
Okay.
Well, a couple things occurred, but do you feel stronger?
No.
Do you feel like 5 plus your Constitution modifier healthier?
That's from aid. 5 extra health.
Perfect. It's permanent on you now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sleep on it.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, how averse to you is like assassinating a well-known and well-liked individual in our town? Just out of curiosity.
I'm gonna have to sleep on that one too. Maybe
cool.
give me
Have a
a
good
brief
night.
moment.
Have a good one.
I don't even take off the rest of my clothes. I just
Murdoch.
So what
I
did
just
your
like
clothes do?
we're standing there talking, and I just like lean over into the
Slump.
pile of ritual and be like, comfy.
I believe that they will act as gauntlets of ogre strength, but
Perfect.
will only be able to be used in that way like once a day via activation. So for 1 hour, you can activate the gauntlets of ogre strength, and then they must
Perfect.
be recharged in the moonlight.
Understood.
Yeah, Paisley. What is it?
Are they... I'm unfamiliar with this. Are they together?
Hell yeah, we are.
They are now.
Well,
It's
I
it's a
you know-
strange mating ritual or leatherworking? I can't tell.
yeah, I can never tell with creature either. If he isn't eating something and spitting it back out again, then I think we're okay.
Are they going to do that together as part of this whole thing?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm not gonna watch it. I just roll over.
Yes,
Stare in the
yes.
direction.
Romantic, but I dare not watch.
Okay. Greg, I cast Goodberry and create water so we can skip the survival roll.
All right, excellent. And so the night passes after that whole scene happens. You have spent a night out in the mists. Creature has cast create water and Goodberry, so there's no need to check for rations or for water this day, as they are magically supplied for you. You have rested, however, so you may spend any number of hit dice remaining in your pool to regain HP, should you be missing any, as well as regain any spells and class features associated with a long rest per the player's handbook. You may also regain 1/2 of your hit dice pool rounded up of hit dice to be used in the next day. So, Creature, are you still acting as the navigator for the party?
I've never been to the Sunken Fort, so this is where Murdoch
I
steps
think
up.
Murdoch is going to
Alright.
take over. Murdoch will ask the party, though, now that we've killed that creature in the night, do you want to go back to the cave and see if anything is in there? That seems to have been what was guarding it. If there's
It's
anything...
an hour away.
It puts us 2 hours behind our primary path. But
I don't want to have to hike an hour with all this armor on.
then
Take your armor
move
off, you're
forward.
fine.
Then move forward we shall. Maybe we'll hit it on the return trip. Maybe.
Okay. Excellent.
All right, I will do what I can to take note of where I am looking around at landmarks so that if I can head back from the Sunken Fort in this direction, I might be able to move towards the cave,
Okay,
if
absolutely.
possible.
Absolutely.
I drew a little cave and a gravestone here for you, Greg.
Nice. Very good. So, moving on towards the Sunken Fort, what pace would you like to go at, Mr. Murdoch?
I think we're going to go at a normal pace.
A normal pace to the Sunken Fort. Absolutely. Please make for me a DC 20 navigation check.
I am also an Outlander, Greg, so
You
I
are
believe I
also
get
an
to make
Outlander.
that check at advantage.
That you do. No, wait. Yes. Yes, you do.
But I fail.
You do fail. All right. Tell me, Murdoch, what is it that slows you down as you're making your way through the swamp here, going back to kind of familiar terrain for you? You've made more than one venture out to the Sunken Fort before.
I think the party gets moving and gets heading out towards the fort. But it's a little cold, so I think Paisley slips and gets wet, and then starts complaining about getting wet in his armor every once in a while. And then the two kids in the back keep staring at each other's scars and tickling each other or something. I don't know. And I have to keep
extra chatty, like extra, like, and it is off-putting.
Come on, guys! Like, we want to keep moving here, and shh. Like, creature, see yourself.
Here, let me guide.
My old commander would have me lashed for the state of this armor. It's so dirty now. It was already dirty and scuffed, so.
I woke up with new powers, and Ranwiren goes up to him and goes, "Oh, I can help you with this." And he prestidigitates all of the dirt off of it.
What kind of powers did you unlock?
That is a trick.
Oh no, I've always had this. And he thinks back to the time, and he has a memory of Serpentor standing there teaching him prestidigitation. Yeah, I've always had this. I don't what are you talking about?
Oh, no, okay, we're done. Let's move on.
That's why we go slow.
Well, that is why you go slow. And as you slowly move through, you would have had 3 encounters during the day's travel. Unfortunately, none of them are on the encounter table anymore. So I think you just walk by corpses of dead things in the swamp, right? Like you just big old dead lizard folk and Yanti things, or the remembrances of battles last fought.
All the shit we already killed.
All the things you have murdered along your way through here, and eventually you find yourself at the kind of overlook of. Oh no, you're coming from the south. So you come up from the south and you see the Sunken Fort rising up high above you.
Oh, we have made it to the fort.
You have made it to the fort late in the afternoon.
Wonderful.
Day. Yeah.
Murdoch will lead everybody into the main foyer and see if there is still water here.
All right, absolutely. You guys make your way into the Sunken Fort, which I probably should have just had on the list of maps available. And you can peer inside looking for these old barrels that you have set up before. And sure enough, there are barrels here collecting rainwater and swamp water and various other waters full to the brim, just inside of this broken fort waiting for you.
Wonderful. Well, we will go ahead and fill up and check them and drink our fill. And then you said it's late in the afternoon?
It is.
Are they all filled the same amount?
More or less. It would not in the vein
as if
of
this is now a watering hole for a lot of
correct. Yeah, no. You observe them and look for that, and no one is keeping a stable level of water in them. They are more or less the same amount, but varied and
yeah.
All right. After we check that, I will lead the party to the hill to the northwest of the Sunken Fort that we used way long ago when we made our first assault on this particular fort.
Yeah, this thing up here.
And then from that hill, we will look to the northwest. And is the air and the sky clear enough that we can see Serpentor's lair? Because this is where I first find it.
Indeed you can. You look back over familiar terrain as you show the party what you see in front of you. And sure enough, off to the kind of north and west, but primarily west, you see the swamp kind of break away from a almost island-like landmass where deeper waters spill out around it. And from the center of this island, you can see the opening of a cave with the shimmering of gases kind of being refracted in the afternoon light, leaking from it.
I'll point out to it and be like, that there, gentlemen, is our destination. Then Murdoch will take a stick or something and start drawing some shapes in the ground and kind of relay to the party what the lair looked like. He'll remind them that there was a bit of water about 60 feet that led to that central island. And then there was a cave that led down 20 or 30 feet into a small clearing. This clearing had a whole bunch of zombies surrounding it and 3 separate passageways that moved back into a deeper lair area where we found the Hydra. Then I'll relay the unfortunate battle that we went through. How we got bitch slapped by the Hydra that came sneaking around the side that we were not suspecting. And we stood valiantly for about 11 seconds and then ran like tiny little babies, diving and swimming across the water as Serpentor breathed his poisonous, gaseous breath all over us.
And that ghastly visage that we encountered yesterday, it serves this slithering creature.
I didn't see no mark.
That ghastly
Not
visage
anymore.
is the creature. Speaking creature.
Yes.
Now that we are here.
You question my sanity?
No, creature. I've always questioned your sanity.
Oh.
And I don't really question it at this point. I know it's been gone for a long time, and that's what makes you you. And that's what makes me like you, to be honest.
Oh.
But now that we are here, are you sure you want to go through with this?
I am a conduit of nature. In nature, there are more malevolent forces than there are good. Serpentor has his place within this world, but as he is now compared to what I have seen of him, he is a shadow of his former self. Whether he realizes it or not, he needs to be... I think a term that is useful for your tongue is reset. He is a rotting carcass, and things are out for his life that will... We are on a cycle of violence that cannot be broken just by arms and strength. We need to make him whole again.
Right? Ramwarin, now that you have seen what we are going to face, are you up to this?
Yeah. Sometimes those who serve masters become the master. It's very weird. Ranwerin has this like curtness to him and not jovialness anymore. He has a man with a plan, as if he's always been on this plan. He says, I have planned my takeover for a long time now, and this is just the culmination of that.
I like it.
Love that. It's perfect.
All right.
Then I'll turn to Paisley and be like, Paisley, I know you came out here searching for your Maddie. This thing collects bodies. If Maddie is gone, you've already seen some of it. If Maddie is gone, then there is where his body will be. Hopefully we go there and we don't find him. And we can continue your search. But be prepared for what you see. I know that you have been complaining, rightfully so. The swamp stinks. Not just creatures, the entire swamp.
Wow.
And it's been hard moving through the area, and I know you've been struggling and dragging with your armor, but tomorrow,
I've been fine.
of course, tomorrow, you will be strong again.
Yes, it concern. What?
I love it.
No, keep going.
I've been fine
Stay
this
character.
whole time.
It
Stay
concerns me that you
character.
would question the resolve of our companions. Is there something you have seen or witnessed about them that makes you question it? Is it
Murdoch
this...
thinks back to when Creature did his vision quest and pretty much sucked sulfur in through his mouth and passed out, and Murdoch had to watch over him as he convulsed on the ground. He's like, maybe.
All the same, I sense resolve in their answers to you. And I'll put my hand on your shoulder, Murdoch, and say, and I appreciate the kind words about Maddie, but know this. If Maddie was taken and not slain in our home, there is a reason. If he is here, he will not be dead. He
I
has
put a
value
hand on
to them.
Paisley's shoulder, as well as a hand on Ranwarin's shoulder.
My hand goes to Ramwarin's shoulder. We are now a circle.
I will raise a hand on my other hand onto Creature's shoulder.
You see Ranwerin, he's like, yes, we will do this together.
Creature, you raised your hands. Were you going to say something?
No, I just, I like being included.
I see.
And we like you too.
Oh.
Is that why you seek out this serpent's cult? You want to be a part of it? You want to feel part of something bigger than yourself?
I'm actually like the only real member. Any other members a fraud, except for him now. And I high five Ranmore.
I go to bro fist him, but he high fives. But that's like our classic. We actually like that. That's the way we like it.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes,
I'll
like when he's going to do the fist, I'll like slip the fingers under
Little
and say
snail?
snail.
Yeah.
And we're gonna snail it up.
And I'll just like look at Murdoch and just be like, I see what you mean now. I think we'll be okay though.
There can only be two.
Only two.
And
Just like every snake head. Only two heads.
and I think the night passes then as we hole up at the Sunken Fort. We are going to plan and prepare for tomorrow, and we are going to wait until the light of dawn, and early towards the light of dawn before we start moving out towards the lair.
All right. You hole up in the Sunken Fort and begin preparing yourselves for what is to come. I rolled for encounters. There are none inside the Sunken Fort. So, are there any preparations that you would like to see to, or shall we advance to the next day?
We can advance.
Yep.
All right.
We have water. We will need food unless creature good berries.
I mistakenly took Goodberry off because I thought we were a day away, but I have food for us.
All right.
Yeah.
If we need it.
Well, I guess we did a normal pace. We can survive a roll, but I also have food.
You can make a check for that. So why don't we have a survival wisdom check for all of you, unless you would like to forage via a different skill. Let me know and we'll figure it out. Your DC for foraging in the swamp is going to be DC 10, but you will do so at disadvantage for your normal pace.
Boom. Got it.
All right.
Yep.
It looks like only Coffee Traveler, or only Ran Warren failed to find food for the day. So please go
We're
ahead and
still
mark
waiting on-
off 2 pounds of rations for that.
Instead of foraging, I just sat there entranced as if I were
Right.
meditating.
Right.
Eyes black.
Hey, don't forget to eat. Eat this snake tail. Or lizard skin, or whatever the fuck.
All right.
Thank you.
You please mark 2 pounds of rations, and otherwise are all good. You find enough grazing for your pack animals as well as foraging for yourselves. You have water in the barrels to drink from that were set up ahead of time inside of the Sunken Fort. And you prepare yourselves for the next day of travel. Murdoch, are you taking lead again as you make your way there?
I am. We have a clear path of where we're going. As how far we know it's like what 12 to 18 miles.
12 to
Usually
18
what
miles, yep.
sounds good. And we will try to get up really early in the morning to set pace because we want to try to make sure we get there before the light ends of the day.
Okay. Trying to get there before the light ends. Go ahead and give me
Trying to be there at noon?
Huh?
Are we not going fast through this? I'm sorry.
That was gonna be my question, is how fast are
Okay.
you going, and give me a navigation check.
We can go fast for this one to try to
Okay.
get there as quick as possible. I think that's probably smart.
All right, then go ahead and do so at disadvantage, although your Outlander will negate that. So just a regular check, DC 20 to navigate to the Lizard Marsh.
We
Excellent.
are there.
You make a familiar trip, remembering the pitfalls along the way. As you travel as quick as you can, pushing that pace both north and west, you do find yourself an encounter, maybe? Does this encounter still exist?
Please no.
Nope, this one's dead. Okay, cannot sick a
Nice.
green hag upon you. So, you... We've killed most of the swamp. It's a pretty barren place outside of goblins and lizard men. Excellent. You push on, and you get there at about a little past noon. Midday comes and goes, but sure enough, you find yourselves looking out at the lake of swamp water, kind of breaking out away from you. There's no bridge or landmass. There's just about 60 feet or so of unbroken, deep swamp water out to this kind of island-like outcropping of rocks, which you see the cave opening with the gases leaking out around it.
I think we look around for a good spot to leave our pack animals. 'Cause I don't think we're planning on taking them into the lair.
Absolutely.
Get him tied up. Get him tied up and set
What would
secure.
a good spot look like for you?
Any thoughts, creature?
If there's like
spot?
is there like a rolling hill before it gets to like their place, so that they're up a little bit out of the water, and there's like a couple, like maybe an old tree there.
Sure, yeah, you begin looking for something like that. Less than a rolling hill, more like where the swamp has kind of a rockier, higher outcropping away from the water. You do see some like kind of raised stones that have
Wait.
nice swamp kind of trees. Less ferns and vines and kind of the small vegetation, a few more of the like rising, drooping, like what pass for trees here in the swamp littering it.
Aren't we like about to enter a clearing? Wouldn't we just keep them at like the forest edge?
I mean, that's
And then
fine.
we-
I've
I
never
mean,
been here before.
I was
Okay.
literally just looking for a spot to dump them, just to remember that we were not like taking them with us and we thought about them
Alright.
before we ran
Yeah,
across.
I'm not gonna freaking drag this thing over a poison lake.
Yep.
It's monstrous.
All right, you tie them up and leave them up in this rocky outcropping so that you know to come back for them later, making sure they have at least something to graze on for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I've got feed. We're good.
All right. You return to the swamp itself.
At the edge.
When we're at the edge,
I'll
Can we take a
have
quick break?
donned my armor as we leave the animal behind, and I am just like, stomp, stomp, stomp. And how do you suppose we cross this lake of eggs smelling, boiling, rolling? Ugh.
well, let me explain.
guys, real quick.
Perfect segue.
Might I suggest that this might be a wonderful time if we want to take a break, to take a quick break before we go into this? Because
I was gonna make you cross it first, but that's fine. This
We
is
can cross it first.
This is as good a place as any. Think about how you would like to get across the boiling lake of gas, and we will take about 5 or 10 minutes to hit the bio break, get some drinks, whatever, and we will come back with the assault on Serpentor's lair on the other side. See you guys in a few.
See ya.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
We're gonna fix all these in post.
now. And we are back with more Land Beyond the Mists. Thank you for bearing with us. And you are about to cross over a swampy lake to an island emitting gas where Serpentor lays. What is your plan?
First off, add a +1 shield to your character sheet, Nick. I'm subtracting my +1. I'm taking your shield.
Yes, I noticed that you weren't using this as you turned into that strange wolf.
Hey, just strap it to your arm, bud. Okay.
What does it look like?
It is a boule's head.
Excuse me?
It is the head of a boule, which I have
Boule.
slain.
I take out my shield. You put your arm in, and you wrap it. Okay.
More
That
accurately,
way
it is
anywhere.
the like head plate of the boule, but yes.
How do you spell that?
Boule?
Bullette.
Yep.
It's spelled,
that is
it's spelled shield +1 in the
Oh,
compendium.
okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Please add it to
John's
your character.
+1 shield.
Yeah,
You
there
really
go.
are a strange creature. But
I'm a
if
man of many gifts. Next
I-
up.
wouldn't call you a man, but
He thanks you
Wow.
for that. He does. He thanks you for that.
Cast aid! Just cast aid! Ranwarren, my new friend, who calls me a human
You
sometimes.
and you opening this get aid.
Okay.
AIDS all around. I mean, wait a second.
Whoa!
Phrasing. No,
I'm
people
the
to help
only
them.
one who does not benefit from aid. It goes to Paisley, Ranwarren, and fucking Murdoch.
Murdoch.
Alright.
Okay.
You are bolstered with toughness and resolve. I think you get
Perfect.
5
Plus
hit points,
5.
right? Yeah.
5 hit points.
Yes.
5 max hit points. Yeah.
Perfect.
For
There you
8
go.
hours, no concentration.
Mr. Murdoch, do your croc.
Sounds good. I
wow.
will activate my dagger so that everybody gets access to those cantrips once again, and I will summon a crocodile.
All right.
Wow.
You
While
summon
he's
forth a
summoning-
crocodile. Yep.
I know I've been like talking at people to do their jobs, but this is kind of out of character so that we just get down the list perfectly. I've been casting the ritual for Water Walk, which is a beautiful spell, Greg, that I'm so happy to have. And I'm just going to post it for you because
All right.
Everyone deserves to see what my first third level spell does.
It's for the chat.
It's for the chat, if they can see it. I don't know if they can, but
They should be
that's
able
what
to.
Water Walk
Yep.
does. Perfect. That is step 3 of our 7-step plan. Next up. All right, these are all going to go pretty quickly. Protection from evil and good. Mr. Ranwarren, you've got that, yeah?
I will cast that right before we walk across.
Okay, cool.
I'm ready. I got the components out. I'm ready.
So that
Paolo, you got a
only
potion?
touches one person, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah,
I
And
touched
his
Paisley.
concentration. All right.
Correct.
For
I-
Paisley.
I will hand my potion of Hill Giant Strength to Paisley so that he can drink it and become strong.
I share to Murdoch and Paisley each a holy water. So I'm subtracting it from my sheet and add it.
Who does not have an antitoxin? I have 2. One is for myself.
I'm naturally dwarven.
I have one, so I will drink it, giving
Okay.
resistance to poison.
Okay.
Paisley, have
creature,
an
you've been
antitoxin.
so generous.
Yeah,
already.
I'm a really nice guy. Despite popular word.
I will help spread the word of your kindness.
All right, cool. We're all resistant to poison for an hour. And then finally, I cast Longstrider on myself with my first level Druid spell slot.
All right.
There we
You
go.
have Longstrider. You have poison antitoxins like driving through your blood. You have the lightness of foot to step across the surface of the water. You have an angry crocodile snapping at your feet, ready to help you. You have a cleric ready to cast protection versus evil. Is it time to step across the water?
It is.
All right. You cast your spell and begin to stride across the water. The crocodile swimming through the like liquid gas that you're making your way through. It burns the bottom of your feet, even through your armor and your boots. You can just feel the like nastiness of the water you're stepping across. But eventually you make it to the other side. Here there is not but a single kind of feature, this cave entrance leading down deeper and below the rocks that you now stand upon, the beach of Serpentor's lair. You begin to make your way down into the cave and find yourselves at the entrance of this place. That Greg is going to first get on screen because it's a very big map.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
This got a lot bigger from the last time.
Yeah.
All right, you find yourselves at the
Okay.
very bottom edge of this map, having descended down some 20 feet or so into the mouth of the cave. As you descend, it is dark down here, completely. What little light only escapes through the mouth of the cave shines down into the entryway below. But from what you can see, there's this wide open area after you finish descending down from this side. And looking out, you see a cave littered both with stones fallen and corpses, many of which have turned all the way to skeletons, many of which are in various decays of rotting, stacked up in piles and in haphazard slouched positions along the walls of the cave itself, along the kind of piles, as if the corpses were resting against stones, almost asleep. Nothing moves as you descend your way into this dark cave, hearing nothing but the occasional drips of water from somewhere up high above you in the vaulted ceilings, and your own footsteps ringing out against the stone. As you reach the very bottom of the cave, you hear a rasping voice echoing from back behind the cave towards you, and it says, my companions come to pay tribute. Step forth, my followers. I hope you have brought me what I desire.
I look at chat or Murdoch real quick and say, you said the cave was a lot smaller than this.
He must have been digging. I mean, I've been gone for there was a long break, creature. I've been gone for I don't know, maybe a month and a half.
No, you're
been
fine.
busy.
It's fine. It doesn't change much.
At that point, I will take 4 torches and use my produce flame cantrip to run right across the mall and light them up and hand one to each of my companions so that we can get some light in this area.
Illuminating the yawning cavern that you find yourself in. You can see all the way to kind of the back of this room, where there are kind of 3 directions for you to go. One north, a cave entrance, or a cave tunnel leading its way, one to the west, one to the east. In every direction that you look, there are bodies in various states of decay, just lining against the walls and fallen stones of the cavern.
I just want to get your tokens on the battle map real quick.
Oh yeah, probably a good idea.
Yes. Greg, do you mind doing me a favor?
Yes.
Can you delete the token and leave just the avatar on Paisley's sheet?
I can indeed.
Thank you.
Oh, well, let me do it on my DM screen and not the player screen. That would probably be useful. Paisley, edit, remove. There you go. That should do it for you.
There we go.
Excellent.
So yeah, I think Paisley takes the torch, and he has been stepping through this water and down into this cave, looking swole, having consumed this potion of Hill Giant Strength. He is now, where he had loose armor, he is now filling it out. And he is no longer struggling the way he has been this whole journey.
I'm gonna drag a croc in here too, Greg.
Sure. Do you need me to do that? I think there should be one available.
I tried dragging one in. I'm getting a little bit of lag on roll 20. We'll see if it pops up in a second. This is a bigger map.
I might be able to do
There you go. I got you.
Okay, cool.
Oh, hold on. Is this a giant croc? I think I may have
No,
just given you a giant croc.
It is a regular crocodile.
Oh god, it is lagging pretty bad. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Watch like 4. Oh, I did not mean to move that. Let's move that one back.
Oh yeah, roll 20 is on the struggle bus tonight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Damn solar storms.
Like when you click roll and it doesn't happen and you're like, oh, did I click it?
Oh, are you all lagging?
Yeah, just in roll 20.
Mine seems to be functioning just fine.
Try to click with the middle mouse button and drag the map around. It's like,
Yep.
Oh,
My
mine's just fine. I don't know.
I will throw a test roll.
I'm gonna reload. I'm just gonna reload.
Yeah. Well, it's all
Yeah, mine rolled immediately.
Yep.
I'm looking at a white screen. Oh, there we go.
Memory leak or something, who knows? I turned to creature with a knowing look that he is leading this, and I will be bringing up the back of the party.
Have you both casted your 10-minute spells known as Protection from Evil and Good?
Yeah, we cast it before we walked across.
All right. Nick, cast Shield Faith on yourself. Let's do this.
Yep.
Oh, the reload is better. There we go. Okay.
My roll 20 is still reloading, but if you want to, Murdoch will be hanging towards. Murdoch will be behind Paisley.
Do you just
by about 20
step
feet or so.
forward and make your way up to the?
We're gonna probably get like halfway into this room here. That way, you know.
I'm just gonna bring you guys all the way up here.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a lot
Something like that,
farther.
John?
If
What do you think, John?
I may,
Hey, bro, you want to chill?
Well,
I,
okay,
Where'd you
then
want this to,
declare
John?
me in action, or I'm dragging you forward. All right?
Yeah, we're
Let
gonna.
me-
I'm trying, bro.
Let me drag you back down here, then. All right, try again. What do you do?
We want to get over here. Can you see my brown arrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we want to go over here.
Okay. You walk forward to the middle of the room at the beckons of the Serpentor, striding through the
The carcasses.
carcasses and stones.
Oh, there we go.
Paisley, as he's casting Shield of Faith on himself, he tucks into his tunic and pulls out the letter from Maddie that was left behind when Maddie left him or was kidnapped. And he reads a little bit of it, and as he does, his heart begins to palpitate stronger, and he begins to glow a little bit as Shield of Faith is cast.
All right.
So
You
I'm
cast
looking
your
at
shield.
Serpentor, right?
Maybe? Sure. You can see that far. The light of your torch probably doesn't reach that far, but fair enough.
No, it doesn't. Master! Can you hear my beautiful, blessed voice that you have gained or given me?
Of course. Come. Pay tribute at my feet.
About that. ... Master, I wish to serve you, but I wish to serve the real you, not this shell. You've shown me so many wonders, so many beautiful things, that seeing you as you are now is, I don't want to say disappointing, but you can be so much greater.
You doubt my greatness?
Of course not. But in your current form, you are
You
an
come to
easy
me
target.
empty-handed. You come to me without praise and joyous groveling. Do you need to be reminded of the penalty for failing me?
I haven't failed you yet. I swear I'm trying to help you, but you won't believe me.
Then come, grovel at my feet and ask for forgiveness as you have offended my sensibilities.
Shit. John looked at all the empty space. What's up, Murdoch? Let's hear it.
I whispered to creature, let's move forward into this corridor in front of us. It's the best
Alright.
choke point we have.
We move forward, me staying a tactical 15 feet away from Paisley at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg, I'm gonna toss my torch up ahead to try and give as much light as I can.
Sure. You
I also
toss your
freeing my
torch
hands.
up ahead, like through this passageway that you're walking down, and it shines a bright light into this main corridor. You see the glints of both bones and armor and treasure and dead corpses lining the walls of the back of this room, piled high around you, around this great 8-headed now beast. Its rotting flesh like dripping down from it as it stares down this hallway at you.
I speak up to Serpentor. I remember the times when you were not as you are today. I don't know if you remember those times, but we are pushing you forward towards
I
greatness.
promise you your memory does not last that long, little bug.
No, but you've shown me what you can do. Master,
Well-
if you have a heart, know that I love you. And he should sense from that it's time to do fucking battle. It's time to go.
Alright. I guess roll me into initiative then. Let's see what you do.
Let's do it, boys. We need
We are here to liberate you. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously. Okay. Good
Nice.
roll, Paisley.
Yeah, no shit.
I see you're not clicking your tokens. Good job.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
Sorry.
Okay.
Aha! I'm
Hey,
still
Greg,
still, though.
I clicked
That's
my
fine.
token.
Yeah, I know.
I
Good
clicked
job.
my-
Good job.
I forgot we had tokens, to be honest.
For my crocodile, Greg, do you want him to just go on my initiative? Or do you want me to
Yes,
roll him
please.
into
I
it?
would like him to go on your initiative.
Does he go at any time in my turn or after I'm done?
He goes on your initiative.
Love it.
Excellent.
Okay. Very good rolls, James.
All right.
Oh,
This thing will
okay.
go at 22.
Always goes fast.
Guys, we're right on the freaking... What did I say?
Greg's,
It's
Greg's
the darkest
machine.
timeline.
he was planning for this. He got all his bad rolls out of the way. He was sitting there clicking another
Wow.
instance of roll 20, just getting them out.
True. That's why the server was lagging.
We didn't do that. Like, we didn't get our bad rolls out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
Like that.
Let us get in descending order. So, the first to react, Paisley. You hear this thing beckoning, calling to its two servants to come grovel at its feet. They seem reticent to do so. What do you do?
So it sounds like creature has indicated its go time, and there's a shift in the mood. So I will once again pull out the note from Maddie, who left me or was taken, and I'll shout at the creature, "You vile beast! If I find Maddie here, lying amid these corpses, I swear, I'll cut every head off of you. I will slaughter you and any kin, servants, whomever serves you, other than these two, of course. You dare mock me with the image, the visage of my lost love. I spit at you, and you will pay for it." And with that, I will use my my vow of... Oh no!
Enmity.
I did all that, and I don't have range. So I will hold my
Step
action.
forward.
I will hold my action to use my oath of vengeance.
Alrighty, excellent. Ranvorin.
Let's see here. I don't know if I have range, but let's take a look here. On my new spells, they're fancy. I
Guys,
cast.
we're phase 1.
Oh, sorry,
Fine.
and I'd like to step up a little more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please do.
I bring myself forward my clumpy 25 feet,
Nice.
and I will take the dodge action.
All right. You take the dodge action. Creature, is your turn. What do you do?
I am moving 25 feet, and I'm going to be casting a spell. A spell that betrayed me before, but it is called Flaming Sphere.
All right. You
A
cast a
ball
flaming
of
sphere.
orange, green, and blue light begins to twist before, 30 feet, 60 feet away from me. Which will just get it to there. As I summon the Flaming Sphere, I will use my bonus action to bash it against Serpentor. He needs to make me a dex save.
I don't think you can get it there because isn't that 60 feet away from you?
60? 90?
Oh, it can move 30 feet. Yep. Can it move
Yeah.
30 feet?
Bonus
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
Bonus
Yeah.
action.
Excellent.
Yes.
You ram the creature with a flaming sphere. Excellent.
Yes.
It makes a dexterity save.
It does, yes.
Alrighty, excellent.
It's just
It succeeds.
It will suffer half of 2d6 fire damage. Yeah, 4.
All right. It takes 4 points of fire damage as it is rammed with the sphere.
He probably doesn't like that. But
Excellent.
that's all I got.
With that, a great breath of methane gas escapes all of the heads of this creature. It comes lashing out around the entire cave, and you can see the corpses begin to stir from all angles. Some of the corpses are empowered by the breath, and they rise up. And we're gonna get creatures from over here, and zombies over here, and zombies over here.
Nice.
And
It's
then-
party
Good
time.
Having a
Oh,
good time.
yes.
These are all zombies, right? I don't think they
And
all
he
are.
brings forth the zombies.
Oh my God.
It's fine. It's fine.
Brought to you by Hot and Spicy Ramen.
And tons
Alright.
for when you get hard.
Murdoch, you see the restless dead begin to emerge as the breath of the beast brings them forth. What do you do?
Do they all look like the same zombies that I saw last time when I was in this cave?
Yes, they do.
Wonderful. Then I will send my croc right down here to this one, and I'm going to have him try to bite it.
All right.
But I got to pull my croc sheet up. Give me 1 second. Oh, here it comes.
Give it the bite. Give it the
Nice.
Your croc attacks with a
21.
21. That will hit the
Nice.
zombie.
He will take 3 piercing damage, and he is now restrained.
Excellent.
All right, and then Murdoch himself will move a little bit over this way, away from the impending zombies, and he will loose a longbow shot at Serpentor
Here we go.
Please make that roll to
with a
hit.
27.
You hit.
All right, Serpentor will take maximum damage.
Wow.
Hey, 14 points of damage. The serpent roars out a nasty hiss at you. Excellent.
All right, that is my turn.
It is the turn of the creature. The creature is going to stride forward past this fiery ball. And it is going to move 10, to here, and it is going to look at all of you right in front of it and decide whether or not it can hit you, and it most definitely can. Looks like Paisley and you three. Paisley and Ranwarren and Creature. You are in the range of its horrid breath. It breathes in and expels from it a noxious methane solution. The gas is clouding your vision and seeping into your pores, choking you. Please make me Constitution saving throws versus poison at DC 15.
Cool. Guys, remember, this is an advantage because of antitoxins, which is... Yeah, okay, cool.
All right, you all succeed. Please take, for me, half of 10 poison damage as
And
the
since
creature
we're resistant-
breathes upon you.
Since
I'm
we're
going to need
resistant, that
a
goes to 2.
concentration check for any concentrated spells that you have.
Why does that reduce to 2, John?
Perfect.
Half of half.
We are resistant. Half to
Oops,
half.
oops. Sorry, should have rolled that once.
That is a pass from me due to Warm Caster.
All right, excellent. Everybody succeeds. Paisley, it is your turn. What do you do?
Yes, I am going to just let out a roar and charge forward.
Okay.
I'll get here.
Okay.
Oh boy, that's my 30 feet. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna dash, and then I will bonus action Oath of Vengeance, Vow of Enmity.
All right. You dash up in front of the creature and channel your paladin's anger, your enmity into it, vowing to take it down.
Yeah. So all of that screaming and cursing that we heard earlier, imagine that happening now.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
As I just like yell at amid these. How many heads does it have?
it
They're
has
all
8
staring me
currently.
down? Oh fuck. I just like looking at each one of them, making like clear eye contact for 3 seconds each as I, release this barrage of insults and curses.
And you, and you, and you.
Excellent.
Exactly.
All right. Ranvarin,
And I draw my battle axe,
you
tucking
see
my.
Paisley rush forward, spouting his curses, drawing his battle axe. What do you do?
I am, let's see here, 60 away from it. So I cast Guiding Bolt.
All right. Please roll to hit.
Bladow.
Oh, he hits.
Nice.
Nice. That does hit.
To go down to 3 level 1 spell slots and click this one? Yes. One.
For
17
17 more points of damage. Excellent.
Radiant. And then I do a little shuffle, the truffle shuffle. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That one. Yeah. There you go.
All right.
That's cool.
You truffle shuffle away as your radiant ball of energy strikes the creatures. The heads recoil from it, but only a moment, and then affix their deadly gaze upon you all once more. Creature, what do you do?
All right. First things first, bonus action. Again, flaming sphering him. Give me a dex save, please.
Okay.
I'll suffer.
Will do.
2d6.
It fails.
You suffer 6 more fire damage.
The flaming sphere comes charging down. Bop.
Perfect. Next up, I'm going to shift here and just checking my line of fire so I don't hit Paisley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I can finish it.
Appreciate it.
I am going to cast Lightning Bolt with my Scepter of Bullshit.
All right. You cast
For
lightning
30.
bolt. It will make another
damage.
dexterity save, failing
That is
for
cool.
30 points of damage. Your
Alright.
yeah,
Nope. Go ahead. Sorry.
your scepter emits a blast of lightning, striking the creature, ripping through its flesh, and leaving the air smelling of ozone briefly.
Do I take off a head with that?
Sure, if you'd like.
Or are we going for body? Head or body? Like, you can beat up the body or you can beat up the heads, like mechanic.
Is that
I assume you want to beat up.
Yep. You can target the
then
heads or
yeah.
you can target the body of the creature.
Sure, the body then.
Okay. The body
I
it
thought it was
is. You
one big
rip
step
into its like torso. You can like Paisley can see where like the lightning refracted through its like rotting flesh. You can see the tracing like arcing line the bolt took.
Paisley, shield way up, is like, you could aim for the heads. That would be appreciated.
All right.
You're fine.
With that, the zombies move. This zombie down here is getting kind of restrained by the croc, so it is just going to raise its like arms up and slam them down upon the minion as it is being held. It does not have disadvantage, correct? It is just held in place.
No, it's restrained.
It is
Crocodile
restrained.
is restrained.
All right, so it will miss your crocodile. It brings its hands down, trying to bludgeon it, but cannot get free. This zombie here begins to shuffle forward, getting 30 feet closer, and then moving again, almost reaching you. This creature here will go 5, 10, 15, 20. 30. This creature will go 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, shambling up, getting into position. This creature here will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10 to get right up in your business. And this one here is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And this one will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And these will move just straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which means this one's 2 squares closer. Which means this one over here is going to be up here. Which means this one goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
He does chat.
And then we go... These should be in the same line as these. So this one's going to go down here. One more square.
This may prove to be a fatal error, but Paisley is eyeing all of the corpses looking for his lost love.
You look, but insofar as the ones you can find now, you cannot see. That is all of the turns of the zombies this round. Excellent.
Wonderful.
Murdoch, it is your turn. What will you do?
The croc is going to continue to bite at the zombie that it has restrained. And
Okay.
of course, because it's restrained, the croc gets advantage on this
Excellent.
attack. With
That'll
a
hit.
19.
Yes.
And the croc will bite it for 6 more piercing damage.
piercing damage. This
And then, go ahead.
The zombie in its mouth just kind of like falls apart as it is bit down upon. This zombie dies.
Yeah,
Wonderful. Well, that stops what I was going to do for my next part. That's fine. This croc is going to move up to about here.
Okay.
And stand between these 2 zombies right here.
Excellent.
And then Murdoch is going to take aim with his longbow, and I'm going to fire a shot. Now, this Hydra did get hit by Guiding Bolt, correct?
It did get hit by Guiding Bolt.
So I should have advantage on this shot, as it
Absolutely.
is lit up like the sky, and I will definitely take it.
All right. You
There it is.
critically hit the
Nice.
creature.
There's the crit that we were hoping for. All right. I will be doing 12 plus 15 is 27 damage, and I'm aiming at a head.
All right, you aim directly for one of the heads. You hit, sinking deep into the like center of its head. The creature's like floppy Hydra's snake form like falls to the ground, like dragging against the stone before like detaching from the rotting corpse-like body, and being left behind.
I will take 1 step back here near to Ram Warren, and that is my turn.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. And that makes it the beast's turn. The beast is going to walk 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and stop here. It'll turn a little bit that it can hit you a lot.
Oh, okay.
And
is it leaving my threatening range?
It is not.
It doesn't give a
through
shit
and
if
out
it
of?
leaves your threatening range. Why don't we say it does?
Okay, I will take a swing at it.
It struts.
All right.
an
You
18.
with an 18 will hit it, I believe.
Okay. I'll deal 5.
All right, you deal
the
5
body.
points of damage to the body. The Hydra then begins attacking with its many heads. It only
Okay.
has 7 left this turn.
Would that be
Okay.
6?
So I have 23 AC,
Okay.
and with my it was the protection from evil and good. It has disadvantage on all attacks.
Comment.
Okay, so you're the one with the protection on it. Okay.
Yes.
So let's roll at disadvantage then 7 times. So I was gonna just roll a bunch of d20s, but then they'll be hard to keep track of.
Yeah.
All right, this should be disadvantage. All right, so an 18 will miss you. An 8 will miss you. A 17 will miss you. An 18 will miss you. A 17 will miss you. An 11 will miss you.
One
And
more.
a 21.
Yes.
Not 23.
23 AC. Okay, cool. That is Hydra's first turn. At the end of its turn, the stub, where there was once the 8th head, grows 2 more.
Even after fire damage?
Yup.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Murdoch will yell out, "Don't aim for the heads!"
Paisley, it is your turn.
Oh,
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep. I'm seeing this weak point in the body with the where the lightning bolt struck, and I'm just gonna this after that just salvo of attacks. I'm keeping the shield high, keeping that arm locked, and I'm going in for it.
All right.
So I will swing in with a 14.
Absolutely. The 14 will miss.
would a 15 hit? You had the wrong math.
Yep, you have
A
21
15
strength.
will
You should-
also miss.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
All right.
You hit at +7, Nick. Just so
Yeah, I'm not. Where's I have 4
You have-
strength and 2 proficiency.
you should have 5 strength. You have 21 strength right now.
Oh, 21 strength. I'm sorry. I put in 19. Sorry.
All right.
Tell we did the math, Greg.
I can tell.
They did the math. I just entered it wrong.
Ranverin, it is your turn as Paisley tanks all 7 of the initial attacks of the creature. What do?
I look around and I make eye contact with all zombies that I can see, and I channel divinity, turn undead.
All right. You attempt to turn undead. Make me a wisdom saving throw. And if you are trained in religion, you may take your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, it is an untrained saving throw. Your
This is-
DC will be 15.
Is that a +3 because I'm trained in religion?
Okay.
22.
All right. Your god does respond and will allow you to attempt to turn these undead. Your spell feels like it was teetering on the edges of efficacy, but now you managed to channel the dwarven might through your cross. Excellent. We need to make saving throws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At 13.
Is it only 7? I think there's only 7 in range, right?
Anyone I can see, it says, is my understanding. And I can't see
Any
this
undead
one
that can see or hear you within 30 feet.
within 30. That's great. Yeah, there you go.
One,
Not that guy.
two.
Oh, not these ones up top. So only 5.
Yeah,
All right.
That's great.
Excellent.
I would prefer not to lose concentration to a botched roll.
So we have 1, 2, 3 successes, 1 fail, and believe that's 2 fails. So the final 2, if we just go in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these 3 here are going to be turned. All right, excellent.
And I will stand my ground.
All right, you stand your ground. Creature, one of these shambling corpses has walked on up to you. What do you do?
That's fine. I'm reading a spell real quick. I'm so sorry.
You're good.
Okay,
Let me see how much
it
you've done
regens
here.
through fire,
total.
lightning, and radiant. So that's good to know.
I want to point out that during our prep, John was the one that brought up, make sure you have your
ready.
turns planned. Don't be that guy.
Don't
Okay,
be John.
this changes
He's projecting.
Fine. You know what? You're right. We're gonna bonus action Flaming Spear him again. Bam! Please make that deck save.
Will do.
Suffer 8.
Dex save. Oh, I've rolled a lot. It's not
15.
just like in my first ones anymore. It fails. It takes another 8.
Suffers 8, and then John ends that spell. And he, with all this room, he is going to cast Call Lightning.
Inside a cave.
You have to see the. You have to see this guy.
I need
for
to
that.
see the sky.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna cast Conjure Animals then.
You guys have done 108 damage to this thing. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, my radiant. Oh, you got some radiant damage in there too, right? And like a crit.
Okay, Greg, I have ideas for beasts I want. Do you want to choose the beast out of the CR, or do you want me to do that?
What do you want?
I want either 2 octopi, 2 direwolves, or a giant constrictor snake. You can choose.
I will give you 2 direwolves because I have those tokens, and I don't want to pull up an
Perfect.
octopus, even though that'd be fucking hilarious.
Let me tell you.
So just so you know,
ropers.
I really want to give you an octopus and then just have it suck because it's not in the water. Like, that would be what's happening right now, but I'm lazy and I want direwolves.
Their movement is garbage. Their attacks are amazing.
Yes.
Here you go. You've conjured 2 direwolves by your side.
Up to 60 feet. So wherever you want to put them, John.
Okay, up to 60 feet by your side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put them at the back of Serpentor. They're just being Serpentor babies.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Excellent, excellent.
fine. And do you want them to go on my turn, or do you want them to go after my turn?
They can go on your turn. When you have companions in battle, they go on
Yeah.
your turn in the initiative roll.
Okay, cool.
Unless we roll them separately, and I don't want to roll them separately. It's too many things to track.
Perfect. These will be at advantage because they are dire wolves. They're just gonna bite them twice. Why is it queuing me for advantage?
The 20 will hit.
And
Oh,
then
probably because the sheet is set to ask each
yeah,
time.
and then a crit.
All right, roll me a buttload of damage.
Nice.
9 plus 16 is often
25.
25?
25 more points of damage. Holy crap. All right. I obviously needed to make stronger minions.
Liberation.
Finally, I'm going to move creatures, so please make an attack of opportunity and watch as he crits me. Here it
And
comes.
then you cry. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. I'm feeling it.
I'm sorry, I was half paying attention to what you did once you moved. What are you doing?
Please make an attack of opportunity against me. With
The zomboids. Yeah. Will do. Zomboid brings down its mighty arms to slam against you with a 9.
Nope.
Not hitting
Okay,
you.
cool. That's movement. I'm just gonna shift these guys a little bit. Thank you.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Excellent. Zombies' turn. These zombies effectively are not in battle anymore. They have been turned. They run away. All right. This zombie is dead. This zombie shumbles forward. 5, 10, 15. Both of you are worthy targets, as you are both the egreging parties here. They will attack Ranwarren. Ranwarren, the zombie raises up its arms and begins slamming them down upon you. Whoosh, with a 23.
That's a hit.
Critically hitting you for 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Please make me a concentration check on your protection versus evil.
You got it.
Okay.
Like that?
We're safe.
That is
Oh.
a success. Excellent. This zombie comes shuffling forward. And it will attack a good old creature. It raises up its arms to slam them down upon you. Its brittle bones snapping and like unable to make anything happen.
No. Not
5,
today.
10, 15, 20, 25. This zombie comes staggering forward to strike the mighty beast that is the crocodile. It does not wish it to harm any more of the zombie friends. It does an 11. I don't think that hits crocodile AC.
12 AC for the croc. So
Oof.
that is a miss.
Nice.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20. This one shambles up as far as it can, reaching creature, but no further. This one will scramble up here along with its friend, and they will attack the dire wolf that you have summoned. They bring their mighty arms down, first with a crit for 9 points of
Oh, the
bludgeoning
crits.
damage.
Let me roll
These
their hit points.
crits.
The second one misses with a 5. This one will come forward, shuffling forward, but not able to attack. This one will come engage. This one will come just shy of engaging. And this one will come here.
Yeah.
And that is the zombies' turns, unable to do too much to all of you. Murdoch, you see the beast being wounded, quite badly actually, but all the zombies are coming. What do you do?
Hate to be that guy, but there are 2 zombies you haven't moved on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah,
True. When you have 20 attacks and you
True.
get all the crits, you're feeling good. Bring him in.
There are 2 zombies down there I haven't moved. All right, they begin shuffling forward. To there.
Perfect.
Thank you for reminding me. Okay,
There we go.
excellent. Now it is your
All right.
turn.
The croc is going to step over to this zombie. Will provoke an attack of opportunity from the other one if you wish to take it.
Absolutely. The zombies like attacking things and missing things.
Sounds good. He will then bite at this zombie right here.
Mm-hmm.
That is an
He
8. He misses.
misses. Yes, the zombie is too agile. It's got the icky shuffle going on. You can't hit it.
Sounds good. I will take a longbow shot at Serpentor
Please do.
with a 23 to hit.
23 will hit. Yep.
That will be sneak attack because I have multiple allies
sir.
within 5 feet. I'm going to aim at the body this
Yep.
time.
Sounds like a
For
plan.
16.
For another 16. Okay.
All right,
You
and
guys
then-
Good
are
looking, Greg.
killing it, man. It is
That's-
bloodied.
Then this
Oh.
zombie that's over here by Ram Warren, down here
Uh-huh.
to his bottom right, I'm going to, with my fast hands feature, as a rogue
What?
bonus action, reach into my pouch, pick up a holy water, and chuck it at him.
Excellent. So you do. You uncork the water and throw it all over this zombie. Make me a dexterity-based improvised attack, which will hit the zombie armor class. Give me some damage.
2d6.
D6.
Yeah,
There it
for
is. So
8
that zombie will
points
take
of
8.
damage. Excellent. This zombie is
And then-
feeling very ouchy.
And then with the last bit, I will move my 30 feet down to here. And Murdoch will be feeling good.
All right.
The Hydra can go.
Excellent.
Ugh.
With that, it is the Hydra's turn. The Hydra turns and looks to creature, and it
bud.
speaks out. You,
love you.
traitor, will feel the wrath of Serpentor. 5,
I haven't
10,
betrayed you
20,
yet.
25, 30. It comes to here, and it will
All right.
make 9 attacks against you.
Opportunity attacks?
I'll
Yes,
make
anyone who
an
is in
attack
melee
of
with it,
opportunity.
please make attack of opportunities against it.
You can't grapple with an attack of opportunity, can
No.
you?
No, and
It
you
has to be a weapon
cannot
attack,
grapple this creature as it is far
No,
too
but
large.
I want to.
What about
Yes.
knocking it prone?
No, it is far too large for your hounds to
Alright.
knock it off its feet.
That's another crit.
You do crit it.
And
Nick,
this
you hit
is
it with an 18.
Another 22.
All of you roll me damage.
There we go.
8, 16, 28, 33 more points of damage. The creature's
A
ripped
costly move.
pieces of its flesh are torn out in the jaws of the beast. It is like limping along, clearly not its best, but it still is moving, and it comes up to make its attacks. All right. Let us make
7, 8,
9 d20s.
9. All right, cool.
All right, all of these are at plus 7.
Good luck, boys.
We have an 18, a 12. Okay, what is your AC actually?
Mine is 16 at the moment.
Okay, so 18. So the 1 hit, 2 hit, not this, critical hit. So 2 hits and a crit.
Okay, cool.
Not bad.
All right. The bites come tearing down upon you. You do your best to beat them back, to dodge, but there's just so many.
I love you!
Many of them, many of them rend in with mighty foul teeth, ripping and tearing at you. So 2 hits and a crit, please. I get plus 5 on 3 of those. So plus 15. Please take for me 44 points of slashing and piercing damage as they rip and gnaw upon your flesh.
How close is that?
I'm at -1.
All right. Are the summoned creatures concentration?
They are, yes.
All right.
They go
They go away. And you fall to negative hit points. The creature begins laughing in satisfaction. The end of its turn is here. Paisley, you see the creature call out its vengeance upon creature and rend him asunder. While these zombies shuffle forward to you, what do?
I completely ignore the zombies, and I will run up to Serpentor, and I will shout out, "We know what they say of your heads, but how about your tail?" And I will hack at it with an 11.
All right, the 11 will miss. The 2 zombies will make attacks at you. One hitting you with a... No, you have 23, right?
I have
and
20,
it's
they
a
have the
disadvantage.
crit to hit me.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have disadvantage.
Yeah,
so, they have to
So that
roll
one,
2
that
20s.
one is already a miss. This one's already a miss. Okay, you're good. Rand Warren, you see Paisley bravely run forth after creature has fallen. What do?
It's healing word time.
All right.
Creature, my boy.
Get me up, baby!
4 points of healing.
Excellent.
Life
Plus
My
2 plus life cleric.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Plus life cleric is not on there for some reason. Okay. Yeah, because I have a plus 3. So
Because I'm
6
like 5% sure you were a light cleric.
life.
He wasn't.
Okay.
He's never been.
Okay.
Nope. Yep. Life cleric.
Excellent. Creature, your eyes snap open as the words of the holy dwarven tongue roll over your soul. You once again are fighting fit.
I probably move this way, right? I believe that's a bonus action, is that one? Yeah, 1 bonus action. So I take the, I'm dodging, baby.
All right.
That's
you
me.
Begin dodging. Creature, you were once on death's door. You now are slightly healthy once again and ready to fight. Surrounded on all sides. What do?
All right. Well, if it doesn't work once, it'll work again, right? Can I have a giant constrictor snake to wrap around this thing's big old body and just smother it?
Maybe?
I know you killed a player with it.
I did kill a player with it, but I don't think I have it in my monsters. Let me take a look through all of my sheet here.
What about a huge-sized direwolf that just has a really long body? The stat block of a constrictor snake.
Did I maybe put one in the ghost wood? I might have. I did not.
The compendium has them, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh yeah, it's faster to just like look it up in the
gotcha.
compendium, isn't it?
Wait.
All right, Mega Mix from the chat. We want a constrictor wolf because
Yeah, no thanks.
he's
Oh.
Big, long, furry.
There's your giant
Coiling.
constrictor snake.
It's
Woo!
beautiful.
Nice, Greg.
let me go ahead and see what its attack roll is. Giant Constrictor.
Are you wild shaping or are you conjuring animals?
It has a
I'm
plus
conjuring
6. It has a plus 6 to hit. And if you're going for the constrict, it's gonna fail. So you should just go for the bite. It's 2d6 plus 4 piercing damage.
Not even Kaiju can keep him down? Dang.
No.
Can I do Constrict anyway, just to deal the damage? Since it has better damage?
Fuck it. Sure.
Okay, cool. Rolling D20 plus 6. Boom,
You
22.
hit?
Roll 2d8 plus whatever the fuck.
4.
4? Yeah, 4. 12 more crushing damage?
All right. Yeah, we're gonna say instead of squeezing, the snake just like body slams it.
Perfect.
All right.
Next up, we are bonus actioning. What's it called? Wild shaping. We're gonna use our first wild shape of the day and turn into a direwolf.
All right.
I am now the tank, boys. Direwolf. Here, I'll summon 4.
I thought you were the bait.
Both.
Both.
Okay. That's all I got, and I hope I will roll high for HP.
Okay, it is the zombies. Time for zombies to do things. Zombies move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10,
Yikes.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30. All right. And then these guys are going to step up here. These guys are going to come down here. And that is all zombies. Okay, so we have 2 zombie attacks against a snake.
Yep.
Snake gets attacked with a 10 and
AC 12,
a 19. That'll hit him. Snake takes 3 bludgeoning damage. 2
Cool.
attacks against Paisley. We're just going to assume these miss. I'll roll them. That's goddamn close.
That was actually really close.
That was really close.
Not for the sweat mail, it would have hit him.
Yeah.
Or
All right.
D6 plus 1 minus 3 damage.
Oh, they were
2 attacks
16s.
against
Sorry.
Crocodile. 1 regular crits
Ooh.
for 12 damage against Crocodile.
Got it.
And then
Roll that other one, and
at
I might not have to do anything with it.
disadvantage misses. All right.
No, it shouldn't be a disadvantage. He missed, but still a 4.
He's restrained by the croc, right?
No, the croc missed last turn.
Oh, the croc missed. Perfect. Well, he misses anyway.
I
These
take 12.
you take 12. 2 attacks against Direwolf.
Let's see it.
19 will hit Direwolf for 3 bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
20 will hit Direwolf
yes.
for 3 bludgeoning damage again.
All right.
And 2 attacks
will-
against Ranvoren at disadvantage. Missing.
3 minus 6 is 38. Cool.
And a 15 does not hit you?
That's a miss. Yeah.
It does hit.
No, that's a miss.
No, it's a
Sorry.
miss. Okay, that's what I thought. And that is all of the zombies. Murdoch, it is your turn. What do you do?
All right, the croc is going to attempt to bite the zombie that is on the southern side of it.
Oh, you crit the zombie.
Oh, no,
Nope.
Nope,
I'm sorry.
those are
I'm-
con
Those
saves.
are Constitution
on-
saves. Oh, that is what that says. I just saw green and I was like, woo!
12,
All right.
which I believe hits a zombie, yes?
12 hits a zombie.
Right. Nope, I don't want to roll another attack. I'm going to roll damage. It is 7 damage to that zombie on the bottom.
7
And then he's
damage.
restrained, and I want to try to drag him 10 feet to the right.
Absolutely.
Do I make athletics checks?
The zombie
Contested?
will just get dragged.
Sounds good. And I will drag him 10 feet to the right.
All right.
Actually, right here. I don't want to make an opportunity attack, so I'll just
Okay.
drag him over.
Good call. Excellent.
And then Murdoch will, with his bonus action, this guy is within 20 feet. I'm going to chuck another holy water, Greg.
Absolutely. Please do so at advantage. He's held.
That would hit anyway.
Okay.
I guess I
perfect.
can roll one more, yeah. Okay. And then he will take 2d6 radiant damage. Or 9.
9 more points of damage. That is enough. It slays this beast. Ah!
Lovely. I love your death knell. All right, and then I will fire a longbow shot at Serpentor.
Okay.
Take him out.
That hits.
26
Would you like to hit a head?
or 16. Absolutely not. Hit in the body. 16 damage.
Oh! Greg, tell us we're close.
Yeah, you're getting close, actually. I'm very upset about how close you're getting.
And then Murdoch will
You're welcome.
shuffle around behind these rocks. And that's my spot.
All right, excellent. It is Serpentor's time. Serpentor
He's
is
got
going
so many
to
targets.
step here. Giant snake still there. Paisley, if you want to hit him, he's cool with that. You do hit him.
Midas.
6 more points of slashing. And he stares equally with his 9 heads.
I get just the tip of the tail as he pulls away.
Fight him, Nick.
He stares at Ran Warren and at Creature. Traitors, betrayers, you would accept my gifts and fight me. And then he realizes that Ran Warren is still taking the dodge action, so he's just going to attack 9 times at the wolf.
Nick, do your fucking smite damage.
I got you next time. I'll do it. I'll start.
Oh my god.
All right. So all of these are at +7. So we have 2 crits.
I'm just gonna say I'm down again, if you want.
So we have 2 crits. What is the direwolf AC? 13?
14.
14.
Yeah.
So this is a miss. We have 2 misses, and we have 7 hits and 2 more crits on top of that. So 7 times 5 is 35. That's the plus damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have a 9d10.
Yep.
9d10 plus 35 is a lot.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Creature.
Please take from me 84 points of damage.
Go down to 0 again.
What's the negative on that?
I don't think Serpentor can outright kill me because his damage isn't like a fireball. He would.
If you go to double negative, like your maximum hit points in the negative, though, you die.
Yeah, but there's no such thing as negative hit points in 5e. Okay. So like every time you get hit while you're at 0, you just take death saving failures. So if you would like to kill me outright, Greg.
Nah, you're on the ground bleeding out. It's chill. Paisley, it is your turn.
All right.
What do you do?
I'm provoking OAs from 2 zombies to step in.
Okay.
Assuming that they miss.
They will, I am sure.
Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and swing my axe one more time with huge, righteous, big anime yell for 25 damage. And I'm also going to go ahead and use a divine smite here.
All right, please do.
Let me read this really quick.
You get 3d8.
You can spend 1 spell slot to deal plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. So 2d8 plus my battle axe damage.
Plus 1d8 for him being undead.
Oh.
It's the last line.
Oh, plus 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend. Okay, so 3d8. So that is a total of 24 damage.
Excellent. For 24 more damage. The creature is surprised, and you can see its heads turn towards you and away from the downed creature. It seems that your smite has gotten its attention.
You think creature is your enemy? I am your enemy.
Excellent. Ranvarin, it is your turn. What will you do?
My little buddy, wake up. Stop falling asleep on the job. What's your problem?
I'm working on it.
+2, so 9.
All right. Creature, the dwarven words of healing once again resuscitate your soul.
Thanks.
And I'm taking the dodge action again. Please,
Okay.
Please don't murder me.
Excellent.
Or do, you know.
Creature, it is your turn. What will you do?
I'm feeling a little bit targeted right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and stand up for half my movement of 40, which is 20, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take the disengage action, if you don't mind, and move 20 feet this way, and say, "Yo, boss, I'm just trying to help you here." I don't think I have bonus actions except to become a direwolf again, which I don't want to do. No, I want to do it again. I'm going to become a direwolf, Greg. I'm so sorry.
All right, direwolf once more. I should have just saved your direwolf token, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just put it over in these blank spaces.
Yeah, that's what I should have done.
Just put that over here.
I'm sorry. I'm
All right.
so sorry.
Go ahead and pull your direwolf token out, and then zombies' turn. So, zombies are coming. Zombies were going to attack, but then this creature here speaks in an infernal tongue, and they begin doing something interesting to Paisley. There are
They just start
three
circling.
zombies.
Over there.
There are 3 zombies that will begin distracting, tempting to get you off balance, and then the other 3 will attack you normally. They still
Not touching you.
probably have to hit you.
Help
but-
actions.
Yes, but they miss the first and the second
Crit?
and the third. These zombies here will surround Rand Warren and do the same, distracting
Got my
you,
dodge on.
keeping you off balance. And they will attack you once with a 19.
That's
I
a
believe
hit.
that hits
Hit.
you. Please take 2 bludgeoning damage.
You got it.
Pass it.
And Constitution saving
And a
throw.
Constitution save for that one. Success. And a 14 will miss you, so that one won't hit. And this zomboid here is going to just attack the crocodile, I believe. And miss it. Murdoch, it is your turn. You see the zombies beginning to gang up upon your friends. What do you
Wonderful.
do?
The croc will bite the zombie next to him
All right. That hits.
with an 18, which hits for 3 piercing damage.
Excellent.
He will then drag said zombie over here in between Serpentor and creature.
Okay.
And then Murdoch will maneuver maybe about 20 feet, 15 feet this way, just so I can get a good, clear line over these zombies. I assume Serpentor is a bit taller.
Oh, yeah,
I can see him, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to
He's
fire
huge.
a longbow shot at him.
All right. That's 21 that
21.
hits.
And he will take 24 points of damage. How's he looking, Greg?
2 or 24?
22.
22? Because I can't do math.
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's looking pretty bad. Honest to God, you're really fucking close to killing him. But he's not dead yet.
And then I will track my last 15 feet of movement back here.
All right, excellent.
Hide.
It is his turn. He's very sad you're not chopping off his heads. He has a decent amount of movement. He's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 30. Oh, the zombie's in the way. That's irritating. Can he just trample
There
his
is.
own zombie?
He's big enough he can ignore.
Oh, that's right.
Like, he can
Never
just step
mind.
through their squares. No problem.
Perfect. He comes down here.
All right, I will
Paisley,
take that attack of opportunity.
Yeah, please.
Mike, baby.
With-
Yes!
Oh my
Which
God.
I will once again
go!
divine smite.
Sorry.
Yes!
I'm sorry, Chad.
There it is.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're just blowing out the mics here. All right, so that will be a measly 11 plus 6d8
Could you roll
damage,
low for
since
me?
the crit doubles our divine smite dice, for a total
rolled
of
pretty
37
low.
damage.
30. Okay, I actually have to do math. You rolled low enough.
Okay.
You rolled low enough. It's not dead outright, but I have to do a lot of math.
Oh, I would like to, if possible, chop its tail off.
So at this point, done. You chop its tail off. There's a tail just like on the ground and chilling, right? Just like
I would, yeah. If we're
Yeah.
gonna die,
just like right here. There's like a big
I'd
old
like
tail.
to leave our mark on the world.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, when you bloodied it, it was at 137. So then we had.
All right, I am out.
Only
of spells.
260, baby.
No, I mean, I've got my damage calculation at 299.
Am I the only one not tracking damage?
I mean,
No, I
it's like-
dropped my pen. I stopped counting. I'm like,
I have-
more than 225.
I can't count that high, okay? Like, I went to public school in the United States. Like,
Fucking Mega is also coming,
Paisley.
apparently.
Please tell me how you kill the Great Serpentor.
Yeah, if you'll allow some narrative leeway here from the mechanics, I think I chop off the tail. Like I just like push through some of the zombies, chop off the tail, and then I see it going for creature once again, and I'll just break free of the zombies and run up its like bleeding back. And I'm just gonna put one right in the spine at the base of all of the heads.
All right, absolutely. You like come running up the top of it, and then just like come in anime style, full like you do the Levi's little spin, and then just crush your axe down.
Actually, if I may, not the axe, the shield that creature gave me.
Oh.
I just dig right into and like just sever the nerves.
The boulet head plate comes smashing down right at the spinal column. It rips through the rotting flesh, driving all the way through its like putrid backbone. Horrible ichor comes spraying out across all of the creatures in front of it. All 9 of its heads fall to the ground and begin decaying in front of them. The creature convulses and just horrific gas fills the area. It is horrible and like noxious and makes you feel sick. But at the end of it, Paisley stands tall, covered in a black ichor. The final bits of Serpentor's life dripping off the end of his boulet shield. And the cavern falls quiet as all of the corpses that were animated just collapse upon the ground dead.
Paisley stands tall, just covered in the ichor, immediately slips and falls, stumbling over heads, pushing them out of the way, stumbling through. Ranwern, if you could do that thing again.
I go to channel the warlock magic of prestidigitation, and I reach my hand out, and does it still work?
It does.
Ranwern.
I prestidigitate and take away all of the sick and awful.
While they're distracted, Murdoch, do you have anything you want to do before John Digimon says fucking
hand on shoulder? Thank you, and well done.
No, thank you.
Murdoch walks up.
He was sick and dying, and he didn't
past-
realize it.
right-
He needs a new vessel.
Sorry, we're
Go
done.
ahead, Murdoch.
Murdoch walks up towards Creature, eyeing Creature as he sits there on the ground in his wolf form, and he pulls out his magical dagger and hands it to him, and reaches it out towards him. He's like, "Do you want to do the honors, or do you want me to do it? I know where you're going. I know what you're going after."
Serpentor has been like chopped from like upper bit. He's separated in half, right, Greg?
Oh yeah, he's been
We got the Titanic.
dismembered right through the like top of his like spinal column.
I'm looking for an
It's pretty
organ.
bloody.
I'm looking for an organ, my mans. I have 4 hearts in me right now.
You look for a heart, but you cannot find one. You rip and tear at putrid, rotting flesh, and everywhere you look, you expect to find a heart, a liver, a stomach, something. It's just rotting, putrid
It's goop.
flesh.
As I claw through it, doing the doggy dig, biting into the flesh and the ichor and just trying to disembowel it, basically. I get increasingly frustrated as I cannot bind the 4 hearts of the heroes to this creature's own heart. John needs a moment to think about how he's going to...
While Creature digs through the
Enshrine.
flesh of this creature, does anyone else do anything here in the cave?
I vomit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
take Paisley with me to the back of the cave that Serpentor was guarding. 'Cause I have memories in my brain of hanging out with Serpentor that may or may not be real, but Ranwern doesn't know that. And I was like, back here is where he keeps his stash. We should loot it.
Indeed,
Have
indeed.
you-
And so
Have
you
you
go
sh-
to the back of the cave and you see a pile of treasure unlike anything you have seen before. It is mounted high up against the back, littered with bone and corpse and flesh, but among it are pieces of armor and treasure and gems and jewels and baubles.
This, I assume, is what we can take back with us.
Okay, John's thought whenever you guys are done.
Yeah, we'll pass it off to you in a second.
I don't want to take away from the mound of treasure because that is classic D&D, like ooh and ah. But like, have you shared with the rest of us that you have memories of Serpentor?
I've been speaking as if like, oh yeah, back here, back. I have been speaking like that.
Yes,
Greg's not stopping me, so.
But Maddie, do you know if Serpentor had Maddie? You haven't told me.
He never told me. Or they never told me.
You need to help me search every body in this cavern.
I would be happy to.
Please,
I would also
light.
be looking for Phil's body.
And I just like, I'm exhausted. I just dropped the shield and I'm just like, my belt.
Belt.
Cast light on my belt.
Grab your belt.
Quick, we must search. And I will begin, like, I'm sure will be a very long
will
search
aid you.
through all of the bodies.
You quickly find that this massive
assist.
cavern does not have 100 bodies or 1,000 or 10,000. There are hundreds of thousands, if not more, corpses,
made of them.
skeletons, zombies, humans, beasts. You find yourself thinking you're very lucky that you fought this at the peak of noonday sun and it could not call upon its hordes. But it takes you an hour or more to move but 10, 20 feet down the hall searching each body. A like sense of growing despair like begins to eat at your center. You can just feel that knowing that you may search this entire place and never know for sure if Maddie was here.
Yeah. I think in the, the HBO special of this show, Ranwar and Murdoch are maybe like just looking at all this gold and loot. And Creature is just digging furiously through Serpentor's body, and Paisley is just
digging.
it like all of that, like that montage is just overlaid with Paisley just shouting, Maddie! Maddie! And it growing more and more like desperate until eventually I think he just gives up and like arrives back at whatever the rest of the party's doing, and he just defeated lets out. He's clearly not here. He must be somewhere else.
I shift back into human form while he's doing his search. Murdoch, come do your bandaging bullshit on me real quick. If
I'm on it. I will heal him with my healer's kit. It's a D6 plus 4 plus level. What is your level, creature?
6, technically. 5,
Okay, so
we don't count Warlock.
D6 plus... Are we counting Warlock, Greg?
We have not counted Warlock for his character level. He gets access to it as if he has it, but his character level is 5.
You're healed for
Cool.
13.
What's
Ramwarren,
that
are
plus
you in
9?
need of healing as well?
I'll take a little hit of that, yeah.
Yep. I will do a charge for you. You will get 11.
I'll be a Mac.
Ranwarren, Murdoch, I need your help while the lunatic does his thing. He's gonna get tired pretty quickly here in an hour or so.
Murdoch turns away from the pile of treasure as visions of Scrooge McDucking through it go through his head, but he will assist you.
Okay, Greg, there's only one thing we can do. I don't have any rhymes prepared. I didn't get this far, okay? But I want to either ritually bind this creature, his spirit, because it's an immortal, godlike being. It cannot be truly killed in any meaningful way. But I either want to purify or bind it to something or someone. Me first, if that is a thing. I don't know how you want me to go do that. I have a bunch of spell component right in front of me. I have the corpse of a dead Hydra god. I think that's, Black Ichor. We now have paint. We can just start painting crazy runic sigils. My hag mother's voice is just screaming in
Don't
my
ask
brain.
me what creature should do. Tell
Okay.
me. What do you do, and I'll let you know what happens.
So, unlike the other circles which have a point, this one is going to be wide and spread out in constant spirals, right? I want to flow and channel as much of the essence of Serpentor either through it to get it to delay, kind of like a condenser would, like if you're cooling liquid, for example, like a boiler or a steam engine. It will end with all these spiraling lines coming to a singular point, probably next to the body that I'm using as paint for more or less. I don't know how big this is going to be. I've got a lot of canvas, which is great for this cave now. I'm going to get Murdoch.
Are you drawing here? If you're drawing, let's get it on
this
the...
This is
Oh,
me.
yeah, I'll draw.
Yeah.
How much do I need to zoom out to get your drawing? Like,
Yeah. Start
I
drawing.
haven't actually drawn, but I will do so. Oh my god, what is this?
This is me just being stupid.
I love it.
Okay.
I
Paisley,
immediately
run around
got
the cave.
flashbacks to like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah,
Spoiler
kinda.
alert for Full Metal Alchemist. There is
I
a
don't
continent
want to
size.
doodle because that'll
Crazy.
just take more time.
okay, you're not
but I
doodling.
want-
Okay.
My boys to clear corpses so that I have more space. And then on the very center, I'm going to use the gauntlets that have actually been infused by my boy, Serpentor. I'm going to activate them. Do they work?
You activate the gauntlets and you feel the strength of an ogre boil through your blood. Your muscles bulge, and you can even hear, almost feel the like desire, the anger, the like need to destroy wantonly of this like ogre chieftain.
Okay,
In your
Shrek,
hands.
you and me, boy. I stand in the center, and I'm going to call out to the spirit of Serpentor. I know you are more than a rotting carcass. I wish for you to come with me, forever if need be, to show you that there's much more you can do than sit in a cave collecting the corpses of a million, billion, quadrillion stupid, civilized humanoids. There is work to be done,
Maddie!
Serpentor.
Maddie.
There are more to collect outside of this swamp. And I am going to hope he hears me, and, you know, I've proven myself at least partially worthy of, you know...
As you
being-
stand in the center of this giant sigil that you've painted, tell me, what is the sigil that you created look like?
A bunch of snakeheads, or just snakes, I suppose,
bunch of snakeheads.
which coil around me like a weird Ouroboros.
All right. You stand in the center of this Ouroboros. You call out from the depth of your soul, crying out for your master to hear you and to be bound by you. Make me a religion charisma check. Your DC will be the same DC as the... blah, blah, blah. It will be DC 15, the same as Serpentor's, like, saves.
John, can I paint a picture?
Go
Please.
for it, man.
Imagine
I have -1 to charisma, just so you guys know.
Imagine like a Celtic knot of like 9 serpent heads all eating the tails of one another.
I like it.
I like it.
Also, my question to as they're drawing this on the ground, I ask, what vessel will you be imbuing with the spirit of Serpentor? You
I
can't
don't
just
ask.
draw on the ground.
It's gonna be me. Okay,
As-
charisma, religion check.
As he chants this, Greg, I'm going to use my Druidcraft cantrip to make the sound of hissing snakes all around.
Excellent.
Creature.
Excellent. I like it.
Oh
It sounds
my
like
God.
you're getting a lot of help here. Other than, you know, other than Paisley, who is desperately searching.
Yeah, that's
Everyone else seems to be trying to lend some amount of aid. So why don't you take advantage on your religion charisma check, DC 15.
Can I guide myself?
No, not for this
That's
one.
fine. That's a.
do
I
it.
love memeing though. All
Good
right,
call.
This is a.
I use my familiar.
Fuck off. What is it? KL? Oh fuck. I'm just gonna roll charisma twice here. Natural 20.
Shit.
That is a natural
There's
20.
advantage.
So with a 19, you succeed. And from the outside of the Ouroboros, The two of you watching on will see the snakeheads coil and twist until they're almost unrecognizable as snakeheads, and they continue to do so as he chants, until eventually it seems like you're looking at a ring of 7 drops of blood upon the ground. And as he finishes his chants and these blood droplets all point in towards him, you hear a voice rush throughout the cave, neither loud, neither soft, but horrible and raspy and low. And it speaks out, "You wish to find my pet and bind it to you.
Oh, fuck.
You silly fool. You thought that mere beast a god. Then it is yours." And you feel a searing pain where your scar is, creature, as if something is burning into your very, mind. And for a moment, the rings of blood turn red, deep and horrible. It reminds you of not only just blood, but just violence and pain and just sickness. And at the end, the sigil disappears from the ground, and you hear a voice, creature, in the back of your head. Not the one that spoke to you just but a moment ago, but one of your master. It is there, and it is hungry, and it desires souls to eat.
You have much work to be done, Master.
Yes.
I'm just letting the pain and anger wash through me, the scar kind of just increasing and just kind of ripping the first layer of skin off my face. I'm just fucking bleeding, and it's just like gross green ichor. My skin probably will turn a weird musky black to match the dark Hydra skin later, but I'm gonna go ahead and fall to my knees and kind of do the I guess I'm just gonna fall on my knees in like a weird, not come at me, bro, but like hands on ground, just like embracing this moment that I didn't think would ever occur.
Mm-hmm.
I had like the holy water at the side, like. Okay, I'm gonna put these away.
I think Paisley's shouting has stopped, and he comes around the corner and he goes, "What the fuck, y'all? We need to find Maddie. Like,
Go to this
there's
side.
so many
Go that
bodies
way.
to search.
Your
You promised me
muscles just
you would help me.
atrophying.
You promised me you would help. Creature, what the fuck are you doing? You're tearing into this body. It's pointless. Help me.
Paisley,
What are you doing?
Paisley, we were cleaning off the ground here so that we could look at these bodies here, so that we're helping.
I do a perception check now that I'm connected to Serpentorque, who's connected to all the undead, and see if Maddie's here.
No. It doesn't quite work that way. You can ask.
That's fine.
You ask the voice in your head.
Yo, Serpent. Yo.
And in the back of your head, it just laughs at you. You think I know the names of my meals?
No, I don't.
Y'all are useless. You told me you would help me. You asked for my services, and in exchange, you would help me. And you're just
Paisley,
painting
you're
the
right. floor. Let's go look.
The floor is clean.
I will
Creature,
go up to Paisley and see if I
make
can
them
turn him
grab
around
my
and
treasure.
assist him to look.
It will be funny.
I stand up on a knee. I look to Paisley. Paisley, he buried his most precious corpse underneath his gold. Perhaps it is the one you speak of.
maybe Maddie had some significance and needed to. Okay, yes, let's go look. And I'll
That's significant to
sprint.
you.
You just hear this rasping voice in the back of your head, creature.
Of course.
As you sprint into the gold pile, begin pulling from it and searching for it, you quickly feel a pull, like a physical one, as if like something is dragging you into this pile of bone and flesh and treasure and gold. And sure enough, you are. The people from the three of you on the outside can see Paisley like getting like as he's digging through the gold and throwing it behind him, he's like being absorbed slowly into it, like getting dragged into the center of this pile. What do you do?
I cast protection from good and evil on him.
All right, you do. Unfortunately, the mindless magic at the center of this pays no heed to your casting
that's
and
fine.
continues to pull him in.
Paisley, what are you
Find him.
doing?
I have to
Murdoch,
find
get him
him.
up.
He might be here. Where, creature? Where?
I use my warlock spell slot to heal 7 hit points. Does anything happen, Greg? You told me to tell you.
No, the creature just continues to laugh in the back of your head, enjoying the show.
I will send the crocodile into the center of the pile and try to get it closer to the center than Paisley is, to see if it will grab at the crocodile instead of him, whatever's in there.
It does grab at the crocodile quickly, and the crocodile seems to have less of a grounding into this world than Paisley does, and it is quickly subsumed into the gold. Paisley, you begin realizing that the bones, the gold, the flesh around you, it's running almost like water past you, flowing towards the center of wherever you're digging to. It's almost as if...
Yeah, I think like whatever's pulling the crocodile, that must be where he is. If the body was dragged under this gold pile, it must be there. I try and follow the crocodile.
All right,
Paisley, no!
Paisley begins swimming into this like current of rapidly melting, disintegrating treasure and bone and flesh. Do you let him go?
My splint mail. Yeah, I can't. I'm not going to follow after him.
Murdoch looks on his stuff. He doesn't have any rope on him.
We traveled light to get here. Paisley.
I don't move, but I like gesture towards Murdoch. Murdoch, vengeance is a terrible spiral that descends you into madness. Let him go.
I will grab a rock and throw it at Paisley's head, trying to break him out of his vengeance.
I think he's gone.
He's gone?
I love this shot of the two of the people, the followers of Serpentor, just like watching this happen, and you like panically like looking through your gear, and when you look back, Paisley's just gone.
Paisley, you reach the center of this gold pile, and here you will find a like spinning maelstrom of magic that is sucking you into it. You are dragged through it, and it transports you far away to another plane, a plane of images and mirrors and looking glasses, things of visions. You can see everything for but a moment. You look and you find Maddie having a beer with a strapping young lad with a great goatee, happy. And then you are taken away, never to be heard from again, as the magic of Serpentor's trap annihilates you and sends your body and spirit into many different planes, along with most of the treasure. Fortunately for the rest of you, Paisley managed to scatter a good bit of it across the room in his desperate attempt to dig through it. And
the crocodile.
And the crocodile as well.
Crocodile.
This mystical magical trap is diffused by Paisley's body, and the laughs of Serpentor just echo through Creature's head.
I'm a stoic face. This is all for a greater good. So what magical items is there as I start doing the Macarena dance to do the detect magic
picking up.
ritual?
Alrighty.
Da, 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 da.
So
Hey,
I
Macarena.
want all of you, including Nick. Your character is gone, at least for now. But you can be part of the treasure rolling here, as you were part
Apple.
of defeating this creature.
Happy to refund Ranwarin for the splint mail.
You're going to be a guest character in the future as a boss that comes back with 2.
Super demon.
Yeah, you just have 2 NPCs now.
So, please, each of you, roll for me 5d10, and let's add them together. All right, we have 30, 22, 23, 27. That is 60, 82, 112.
102?
102. Is that what it is? 102. Yes, my math is good. I'm an accountant. 102. You find in total valuables, gold coins, baubles, nice little bracelets that aren't magical, gemstones. You find 1,020 gold pieces worth of that kind of treasure. Creature. Roll
Yes.
me
Nope.
1d300.
196.
All right. Creature, amongst the valuables, you find for yourself. What did you find? You find yourself a large bow. It is crafted out of bone and ornately has infernal commands around it. This
Just in front of Murdoch.
the bow is quite horrifying in its language. It has an oath of enmity written upon it, upon the bone, and it is strung by like what is clearly some kind of sinew from the back.
What does the sinew taste like, out of curiosity?
You
Or
give
have
it
I
a
lost
lick.
all taste buds?
It tastes like teriyaki beef jerky.
Yeah, have you ever had tripe?
Shit, I'm never getting that from him now.
This teriyaki beef jerky tastes a lot like
Start eating
soul.
it in front of you.
Okay, cool.
All right, excellent. Nick, roll me 1d300. 180.
You have a
What do
list
you
of just
find?
300 items you've created?
Kind of.
Damn.
Beg, borrow, and steal. Also, I made
Just
this.
laughs.
You find yourself greaves, nice metal greaves that you threw aside in your rush to get to your husband. The greaves are innately made with a very thin, light metal, and they glow a little bit of blue.
Take him, Ranwarin.
They glow,
Light
blue
blue.
glowing plate.
Yes.
What are they plate? What should I write down on my sheet, Greg?
They are thin metal greaves. You could call them plate if you would like.
Greaves. Light
know, we were-
blue glow. You got it.
All
Is there anything
right.
like inscribed upon them?
Other than just ornamentation, no.
Okay.
All right. Coffee. Give me
Yeah.
1d300.
You got it. Flat out. 201.
Nice.
Oh,
High rolls.
We're all right around the same area. of the
Yeah,
last-
it's actually kind of nice that way.
Shadow's
I
gonna be.
will
the
make sure
outlier.
I'll make sure I screw that up. Don't you
You're
worry.
looking for a one? One or
You
a
find
300?
yourself a
That's 300.
quarrel of arrows.
Shit.
They are each made out of almost like a pearl-like substance. They have that same sheen and shine as pearl. They are smooth to the touch. The fletching on it is pillowy, almost cloud-like. And the tip of each arrow, instead of a nice arrow point, is a jagged, almost like line of metal.
You got it.
Murdoch getting kitted out.
No shit.
Murdoch's like, I'm fighting. It's fighting for.
Let me
All
roll
right.
something for creature.
Murdoch, make me a 1d300.
104. Be the outlier.
104.
You did it.
Excellent. Excellent. You find a light piece of flowing cloth that is both cloak and like almost
Yoink.
armor, almost like a shirt combined into one. It has an almost like translucent look to it. It almost slides off of the eye, made as like soft and light. You think you could breathe just softly on it and it would flutter off the ground to your eyes.
Beautiful. It's just like how Meemaw used to make.
All right, and then I want each of you to roll me D100, and we're gonna add them together.
Boom.
Oof.
Oh, the good rolls.
In my mind, these were all gonna be like easier numbers to put together. All right.
There you go, 249.
Thank you, thank you.
Nice, Nick.
249. You didn't break the 300 barrier. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, what is 249?
Slightly above.
You find yourself a set of interesting looking plate armor. Although the armor itself is clearly made to be plate, it is made out of a material that is strange. It is this like almost blue glow to it, like shine, and it is engraved with like waves across it, almost like the crashing of the ocean.
How heavy is it? It's heavy as plate.
It is as heavy as plate. Yeah.
Okay.
Will it fit our dwarf friend? Assumedly.
Magic items will resize as needed for character.
It is
Perfect.
one convenience unit of size.
It is one convenience unit of size. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It will
This
still
is
weigh
D&D
whatever it
marketing.
weighs, but it fits whatever character that owns it.
Okay.
Does it have the same blue as the boots from before?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't see
Set
that
bonuses.
one. Okay, this is like shot in the dark here. I don't see that one shitty goblin dagger that I gave Serpentor, right? As my tribute, my buy-in to the cult.
It would have been here, except for the fact that it was disappeared into another portal.
That's fine. Just the memory is there.
The
That's
memory
what-
is there.
That's what
Absolutely. Excellent. Now, I want each of you to roll me a d10.
Oh my gosh, so many.
It keeps
so
coming.
many rolling.
Off.
Guys, we just killed a
Do you need me to add this up,
regional
Greg?
boss.
Sure, why not?
27.
27.
All right.
27.
You find a cask of potions.
Yay.
All of them bubbling and blue? Blue.
So much blue.
Yes.
Everything's blue here. Abadi abada.
We blew it up.
All right. With that, is it time to return back to base?
I think so.
Yeah, we need to go get the mounts. I can ritually cast water walking again. If the
Quick
lake hasn't
break.
cleared.
I have a bath.
I'm sorry?
Do we have quick break in us or no?
We can absolutely have a quick break. That is fine.
Okay,
I was going to kind of like fast track us, but if you need to
Okay,
go to
we
the
can do
bathroom
that.
or something.
Yeah, we can
okay.
do that. If we fast track, we can.
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
No, we're good to stay.
You leave the cave behind and begin tracking your way through the forests. You find, or not the forest, the swamp. You find the swamp to be unusually still for the day or two that you spend traveling. You have the ability to create water, and you have the good berries, and you trek through. And while it is a long walk, you find yourselves unaccosted, and you find the swamp largely silent. Even the buzz of the mosquitoes is almost as if the land itself were in mourning. You are left to yourselves and able to make tremendous time, and after a few days will come back to town, one member short, but much richer for your experience. So, I am going to add up some experience and some treasure to hand out to you all, and then we can roll down for whatever items that you want. While I do that, if you have any shout-outs or things that you want to tell the chat before I go, now would make a great time for that.
I'll go last.
Start.
Eric, you go.
Me, hello.
Sure.
I'm Coffee Traveler on Twitch. We play Among Us on Saturdays and have a good time with it, and it's hilarious. I have a great time on Greg's stream. I also show up on John's stream on Mondays, and love me some D&D. So slam that Twitch Prime on all of these people's channels.
Slam it.
Yeah.
Shadow, it's
Thanks,
your
Aaron.
turn.
That's me.
Lovely. My name is Shadow. You'll find me here on Greg's stream. You'll find me on John's stream on Saturdays. If you tune in this Saturday, we have just got lost in the middle of a giant fucking desert as John crashed our airship to the floor and is chasing us with magical beasts that do not tire across the desert as we try to save 7 hapless pirates. And are going into a ruin where we don't know if there's an entrance or an exit, but we're bottling ourselves up and about to get fucked. It's going to be great.
Nick, let's hear it.
Hey everyone, I am Apollo_Nick with NIK on Twitch. Join John, Shadow, and I as we start a new show that I'm starting streaming in a couple weeks on the first week of December on Wednesdays. We're going to be streaming my new show called Fable Table, where we're going to be playing some really fun, critical storytelling games. We're going to play a campaign using the Dungeon World system in a fun fictional setting I really love and am excited to play. But first, before we play Dungeon World, we're going to play The Quiet Year, which is a world building and map drawing game. So I've done very little prep for our campaign, and my 4 players are going to just help me create a world that's just going to be insane, and we're going to have a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for announcements, which I'll post in various Discords for our show, which I'm just so thrilled and honored to have them playing with me. So thank you.
Guys, I am John Dungeon Master. I stream too much. I do D&D stuff nearly exclusively, except for Wednesday night, which Nick, I don't know where he is on the stream cameras. Yeah, wherever he is. I'll be playing Dungeon World, learning a new game system. That's it. Come check me out. We do a bunch of crazy bullshit and hang out and have a good time.
All right. Excellent. Go check out those people. For the 3 of you that survived, please take home for me 340 GP each, as well as 1,975 experience each.
Is that 1,900?
75.
Hey, Greg, does that 340 factor in the 93 GP and blood coins we got earlier?
It does not. I forgot about them.
So 31 extra?
31 extra for the 3 of you. Yes. So 371 GP and 1975 XP.
I think Paisley would have taken some of that coin, but he would have left it on the pack animal.
All right. Very nice. So we have a buttload of magic items to deal with. I'm going to deal with them in the order that we found them. So The first magical item up for grabs is a Bow of Enmity. This bone bow has an infernal oath of vengeance upon it. When you use this weapon to make a ranged attack, you can choose to invoke the incantation of enmity that is written upon it. When you do, you gain the benefits of having a sworn enemy against it. You must slay this enemy. If the enemy escapes you or is no longer able to kill you, the bow will turn its wrath upon you. So you are basically locked into the fight with them. This is the effect I have created. When you target your sworn enemy by the oath of the bowl, you roll with advantage. And you suffer no disadvantage due to long range. If you hit the enemy with your bow, you will deal an extra 2d6 piercing damage every time you hit it. If the foe escapes you, goes to another plane, or is no longer within your sight for an hour or more, the enmity will switch upon you, at which point all attacks against you will have advantage and will deal the extra 2d6 damage against you until either you die or the original enemy is found and slain.
That's going to Murdoch.
I'll take that.
Murdoch.
I'll roll for that.
There you go.
All
You
right.
rolled it.
You
Okay.
have it.
All right, no one else wants it. Murdoch, it is yours. The boots you have found are greaves. They are heavy armor. They will grant you an additional +1 AC to whatever armor you are wearing. If you replace metal boots or if you replace your own, they will grant you an additional AC as if you were using a shield, but on your feet. The boots are light. They only weigh about 2 pounds total together. And the boots themselves grant you an additional 10 feet of movement. They make you move faster and quicker into combat.
I can't wear metal. So.
All right. It looks like Ranwarren wants to claim
Cool.
these. Anybody
Yeah.
else?
I mean, I can wear metal armor because I have level fighter, but they're going to Ranwarren. He's
All
the one
right,
that needs the 10 movement speed.
Ranwarren,
That's hobbling.
you can take the boots of free movement. Excellent.
Very nice.
The pearl ammunition are arrows of thunder. When they attack a creature, rather than making an attack throw, rather than making an attack roll, this ammunition explodes in a thunderous explosion. The target of your attack will make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save DC, as if you were casting using your dexterity as a modifier. On a fail, they will take 3d8 points of force or thunder damage, force damage, I think is what it is in this game, and be knocked prone. If they succeed, they are not knocked prone and will take half. There are 6 of these pieces of ammunition. Once they are expended, they are gone.
There is thunder damage and force damage. in
Okay,
5e.
then
So is it
we
thunder?
will call it thunder.
Perfect.
I would
That's
love
going
to
to
lay
Murdoch.
claim to the arrows.
Get it out of here. It's yours.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good.
They are yours. They go to Murdoch. The cloak is a ghost cloak. This thing is light and woven with material from beyond the veil. The spirits of the dead themselves wind through the cloak itself. Once per day, you may activate this cloak to grant you invisibility. And once per day, you may activate this cloak to give you a displacement from the actual material plane. You must speak the commands to the ghosts, and you must, at the end of the effect, save against the cloak's pull. Otherwise, it will drag a piece of you into the land beyond, into the veils. If you fail the call of the cloak more than 3 times, your character will become undead and leave this material plane.
Yoink.
Freaky.
I'm super interested in that, because if I'm undead and Serpent... Nah.
All right.
Guys,
I think, based on what the other items are, I think that one should go to John. I think it's the only one that really fits him.
Sounds great.
Okay. That
And his
is
gloves
yours.
his gloves of furious jerking.
yeah, the Shrek's gauntlets of power. Is that displacement? Do we have a time on that? Like 1 hour or like 10 minutes?
Displacement will
1
be
minute.
as the spell displace self, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Let me find.
That actually
Well,
Is
hold
it
on. I just
blur?
closed it. Let me find it.
Blur, maybe?
Is it blur?
It's the one
As
where
the
you...
spell blur.
Okay, cool. Just check that.
As the spell blur. For, just so you don't have to ask me later, the DC to resist the call of the cloak starts at 11 and gets progressively more difficult as you fail.
DC, or what kind of saving throw? Sorry.
It is a willpower wisdom in this game.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
All right. Then we have the magical plate armor. This is plate armor +1 of cold resistance.
All the plate wearer dudes.
Is Ranwarren
Not the
our only
dwarf.
claimant? All right.
Yeah.
Dwarf,
Be
you
perfect for a
have
paladin.
plate
Sure
armor.
would.
I upgraded my splint mail.
You have plate armor +1 of cold resistance.
Yep. Has all the
Um,
same weight as like plate and other stuff.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
And the last thing you have is a cask of 4 potions of invulnerability.
Ooh.
Since you guys got 2 magical items, can I have 2 potions and then you guys get 1?
Okay.
I'm
that
down
fair?
with that.
All right.
Okay.
That's how we'll
Hey,
split them
he
then.
glosses over the gauntlets.
Oh, right. And we have
Oh,
gauntlets of
you know-
ogre strength.
You can totally have them.
He's
Also,
he's
your
joking.
+1 shield is
Sing-
still dug into the back of
Single
Serpentor.
fingerless gauntlet
No, it's
of
not.
furious
We would have
jacking.
cleared it. Thank you for that epic boule killing moment, by the way, man.
Oh my god,
You're very
Nick.
welcome.
The
That's good.
hero with the
All
crit
right.
as he walks away. This paladin, I can't hit him. I'm gonna walk away from him.
Don't walk away from me.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for playing with me. I'm excited that you killed my monster. I'm a little sad that you did it without my quest item. It was cool. Anyway, it was
quest
it was
item's so
very
cool.
it was very, very fun. I hope you all enjoyed it. We're gonna be doing some more of this weekend, making up a session I was sick for last weekend. I think we're exploring some caves in the opposite direction of the swamp. So that will be fun. I hope to see
Not
you
the
all
haunted
then.
mansion?
Opal
Oh
Cave.
God, no.
You want to go back to the manor, Greg? Is that what you're telling us?
Don't meme on me right now. I'm very bitter about the manor. It's done. They beat it. It's over.
Let me just guide my horse real quick to the manor.
I love it.
I hope to see you all
Thank you
there.
for
If
hosting
not,
us.
have a great rest of your day, night, week, whatever it is till I catch you again. And we'll see you next time. Peace, everybody.
Everybody.
Have a good one, guys.